Good morning, Cornerstone Christian sports fans, and welcome to another broadcast of your Cornerstone Cyclones varsity volleyball. We are live once again with you this morning, coming to you from a familiar place. Those that are already logging in probably can recognize where we're at. We are at Calvary Christian Academy up here in Normal on School Street, just a little distance from home, a little better travel, a little better commute than a couple of the games we've had recently, where we're driving all the way to Decatur and Champaign, all over the place. But we're really happy to have you join us this morning. We've got some exciting volleyball action for you with Cornerstone's varsity team participating in the Calvary Christian Invitational Tournament this morning. We know for sure that they have two games. They have a game at 10 o'clock and a game at 11 o'clock. Now, after that, I am actually unsure what the schedule is and what happens after the 11 o'clock game, but we are going to find out for you and give you updates throughout the morning. Joining me once again in the broadcast bleacher, we'll call it that way. We're kind of over here in the corner, as we usually are, is Mr. Sean Bowles. Sean, thanks again for joining us this morning. I appreciate having you on the broadcast.
Oh, my pleasure. Since we're doing warm-ups, I want to make sure my voice is coming through clear.
It looks like it.
All right.
Yeah, it looks good.
I would hate to deprive the fan of my voice.
Yeah, well, we've talked about that. That's the most important thing that we'll do today is encourage people to go ahead and just mute us out and put on your favorite, classical music, whatever your thing is. And but that's what we did in college. I was telling that story the other day. My college friends and I, we were music majors, and we would sit and watch hockey games, but we watch it on mute, and we listen to Rachmaninoff.
Ah.
So we were kind of music geeks, but. Well, folks, here they are. They're already running across the net here to exchange COVID and get ready to start. So we are underway in just a moment here. The first match at 10 o'clock here, coming to you early, as you can tell. We are facing Depew, and we don't know a lot about Depew other than, according to Max Preps, they are 0-12. And I was looking through their schedule just to see if there were any common opponents, and I don't see any yet. Well, they played against Woodland. They lost to Woodland in 2 sets, and also, Sean, I see that they have not actually won, according to Max Preps, they have not won a set yet. So they're looking for their first set win, much less match. Cornerstone coming off a win just a couple days ago at Decatur Christian. So hopefully that'll give us some momentum here as we head into this tournament.
Yeah, looking over at the team, Cornerstone doesn't have a lot of height on our team, but it seems like we've got a good chunk on Depew. They're fielding some of the shorter girls, but again, more mobility, more pop.
Yeah. We are underway. First point to Cornerstone. Looks like Mackenzie Bowles on the far side just got that over the net, and we are underway for another busy day of volleyball. And Mackenzie, who had a incredible serving did a really great job in the last game. She's back to serve for the Cyclones. Sean, words are hard so far. I'll get there. I'll figure it out.
Oh,
yeah,
lost our back row there. Wasn't sure where the back line was.
That made it in. Inbounds just barely. And folks that are joining online that can get in touch with me, let me know if you if there are any issues with the sound or the video. We are actually we've got a pretty good signal today. Calvary was very kind to let us into their staff Wi-Fi, so we're kind of hopefully on a little more dedicated connection here. So
we just had a big swing by Ava, and looked like she just missed that sideline. It was really a nice hit. I thought it dropped for sure, but
Kinzinger far side just dumps it over. They're going to set up here on the near side. Just bump it over. Barry over to Mountjoy, who's going to go back to Kinzinger again. Nice big swing.
Nice hit.
Really nice hit from Kinzinger.
Got some miscommunication there in the back row on the Pew side.
So I didn't get a chance to validate this with Coach Morin before we started today, but because there's a JV tournament, the JV team, for those that are wondering, are over in Champaign playing their own tournament. Avery Bach is back to serve for the Cyclones here. And, Sean, what's interesting about that is they're going to play, I believe, a different system today here in the varsity match. As I understand it from talking to Ava, I believe what they're doing is they're going to actually have Riley Mountjoy take care of most of the setting responsibilities, and they typically play a 6-2. I think today they're going to try playing a little bit of 5-1. We're going to see how that plays out. I'm not really great at seeing the difference, if I'm being honest with you, but I know that Mountjoy is most likely going to be our go-to setter today. Here's Mountjoy over to Kinzinger again. Little long on that one, cross court.
Yep, let it sail on her. I think the difference is mainly rotational. You know, you've got, two setters switching off, and hitters and defensive specialists. But right now it's all Riley all the time.
That's right. Kinzinger sends it deep. Their libero puts it up front. They're just going to have to bump that right over the hands of Madison Fisher. That was just perfect timing. Just kind of got off her fingertips and just dropped.
Yeah, so she was up for the hit, and it just sat there a little too long.
Yep. 4-3 now. Ibaka over to Lizzie Rogers. She's going to get it to Bowles. Bowles just dumps it deep. They're going to come back here near side, and now that one goes in the net. So we're tied back up 4-4, and here comes Lizzie Rogers to serve. Yeah, with that 5-1, 6-2, we'll kind of watch that throughout the morning. But I know that the other impact of having the fresh soft tournament, the JV tournament is right now we only have 2 subs for Cornerstone. So they're gonna probably have a different rotation regardless of whether it's a 6-2 or 5-1 that they're setting up here.
Yeah, our bench is definitely short. You can see that, as a lot of the girls who would be varsity here were needed on the JV side. So we're a split team today.
Depute into the net.
Nice, that's 2 for Lizzie now.
I like seeing that was a pretty good twirly gig. You see Lizzie's got a smile on her face. She enjoys playing this game. It's fun to watch the girls when they are enjoying it. I mentioned very early in the season, Sean, I'll say it again here. I feel like we always do better when we're smiling.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't think that's it sounds a little silly, but I think it's true.
No, it feeds off itself. You get a feedback loop. I'm happy, so I'm doing good. I'm doing good, so I'm happy. And
that's right. That is right.
No, it's funny how often actually we talk about that. When you look out there and everybody's all frowns, even if we're winning, if they're too intense, they're not playing loose, they're playing tight and making mistakes.
Yeah, that's right. Lizzie Rogers back. She's got 2 aces in a row now. She takes it deep. Depute goes center. Into the net there. Mountjoy picks it up. Back to Kinzinger. Maddie's just going to bump it deep here. Libero picks it up, and they're going to set up far side. Just dump it over out of bounds.
All right, good recognition by the girls. And it seems like they've started to get some traction here.
Yeah. A
little bit of a slow start, and run off, 5 points here in a row?
I think you're right. Yeah, 4-2 or 4-3 when we started the serve here. Lizzie sends it deep again. Depue's far side. They're going to just dump it right over the head of the blockers. Mountjoy's going to set up center for Maddie Fisher. Oh. Well, we're going to keep playing. That seemed like that would have been four hits here. 5, 6, 8 hits. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know if they called the tip there. It didn't really look like they called anything. They just let play continue. So we'll take it.
I'd like to go back and watch the replay of that. That was like 7 hits.
I don't know. There might have been somebody came up on the other side and just grazed it.
Strange. All right. Lizzie's good for at least, 6 now, I think. She sends it deep, too deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knew that just as soon as it left her hand. She thought, oh, shoot, I want that one back.
Yep, didn't bring it down. Kept it up and let it sail on her.
Yep. All right. So number 11, Anna Marie Gavnia for Depew is back to serve. I'll try to throw those names in when I can think of it, Sean. It's always good to kind of recognize the girls, no matter what team they're on. Okay, we got to. We're gonna replay that one.
Yeah.
I think the up official was ready to go, and the down official was still looking at the setup here.
It is funny hearing coach say lineup check, and then play it.
That's right. Yep, one or the other, coach. Come on now.
Yep. Well, you don't want to give away points if the officiating crew isn't hearing you.
That's right. Bowles, big swing. That's going to be trouble for Depew. They find a way to get it over. No.
All right.
Looked like that was headed over.
They made a good dig on that. That was coming pretty much straight down.
Yeah. It's a tough hit. All right, so we got a couple substitutions. Maddie Berry, the libero, in to serve for Cornerstone, and Ava Hughes comes in as well for Ibaka and Fisher.
All right. There's an ace.
Well,
I don't.
Yeah. I don't
she
know
didn't
if that
sell
was,
out on that one for sure.
I don't know if that was twirly or gig. But that's all right. So, hey, if you're just joining us, we're obviously starting early here, and so those that are already logged in, congratulations for being on top of your stuff here. We are about halfway through the first set of a game that's supposed to start in 4 minutes. So, way to be flexible. These tournaments, we've tried to make everybody aware of that whenever we broadcast and let folks know. With these tournament days, the schedule is not going to be followed to the hour. If they're ahead of schedule, they're going to keep playing. And the reason for that is because if these games go to 3 sets, sometimes they take a little longer. That kind of balances things out. So just viewer beware that you're going to need to kind of keep an eye on how the day goes. We will do our very best to get our broadcast up and running so you get those notifications. And not to sound like a YouTuber, but if you do not already have your subscription to our YouTube channel, I would encourage you to do so and set up your notifications. That way when we do start our live, get a few minutes to get settled if you're going to log in and listen to the game and watch.
Yeah, we got to talk to that younger generation. We got to smash that like and subscribe button.
That's right. Bowles sets it up for Mountjoy. She's going to go back to Bowles. Big swing. Back court for Depew. They're going to take it near far side. Lizzie Rogers gets it back to Mountjoy. Back to Bowles. Oh, what a great placement on that.
I'm not sure that was intentional. That looked like it spun off her hand a little, but it found the right spot.
I'll take it. That was good.
Looking at her face, she is that's not what the intended result, but as long as it hits the ground in bounds.
Oh, Maddie didn't quite get a hold of that one.
Hey, Jenny. We got an ex-neighbor here come to watch.
An ex-neighbor, okay.
An ex-neighbor. Good friend of the family here.
I hope you left on good terms.
Watson. Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. Lizzie goes to Mountjoy in the middle. She's going back to Bowles. She's going to flat-foot it over cross court. Depu's just going to have to bump it over. This is a free one. Lizzie's going to Mountjoy. Great play by Riley just to dump it over. Far side back. Big kind of arcing hit. Hughes up front is going to dump it to the donut.
Oh, man. Nobody's getting it over.
Kinzinger to Mountjoy. Here comes Lizzie from the backcourt. Nice hit.
Shot.
Out. Yeah, that was up front there. I always tell Dan when we see that play up front, sometimes the ball gets, it's just kind of becomes just kind of a scrum up at the front of the net, and sometimes that gets us in trouble. We get out of our system and makes it tougher to get organized as an offense here.
It does seem if you recognize that as an opponent, hitting that back row is an effective technique.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, nice dig by Maddie.
Mountjoy, just great play there by the Cyclones. Maddie Berry she is all over the court, man. I've always so impressed how much ground she covers. That libero jersey is very well earned by her with that kind of a dig, what you just saw.
Well, and she's shown that multiple times this year, just really digging, diving.
Yeah, that's right. Far side for Kinzinger. She's going to go down the line there.
Nice hit.
Yeah, so you can see Mountjoy's got a lot of responsibility up front this morning. It looks like everything's coming her way from a setting perspective, and I believe that's probably pretty much what we're going to see most of the morning. Mountjoy sets it up. Here comes Lizzie. She's going center to Bowles. Into the net. Yeah, she wanted that one
Just
back.
a little short. Just a little short.
Just a
on
little
that.
bit. Well, she's had a really good start, though, right, Dan? Sorry, Sean. I'm so used to saying Dan.
I could not fill Dan's
So
shoes.
you need to call me Dan to right the wrong there. No, I just feel like they're gonna call that out of bounds.
I am. That's a couple that the one Ava hit earlier that looked pretty inbounds to me, but that one actually looked inbounds too. Yeah. But we'll take the call.
So Sean, I meant to say your daughter's just having a really good start to the day. She's just found open court just about every time she's hit the ball. So it's nice to see her getting some success here.
Yeah.
Now can she get another 20 point day out of her serve? Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah. No, there's one. Let's see.
That's a good start.
There's
there
two.
We go.
All right.
Now, how does she? I don't know if I asked her this the other day, but how does she feel about the twirly gig? Is she pro?
She's all in.
She's all in.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You get a good serve, you celebrate. That's
Yeah, you know what? You're right. She's in there doing her thing. Well, for what it's worth, Sean, just dad to dad. I was talking to Ava on the drive home, and it's always I always enjoy talking to her about the game and how things go, and I feel like I always learn something from Ava when I talk to her about volleyball. But one other thing I think was really cool is I always ask her about the girls and who she talks to in school, who she sees in classes, and she just said, I just think Mackenzie's awesome. She's like, what I like about Mackenzie is she just is who she is. She makes no apologies. And you know what? That seems like it just makes her happier. She's just a really funny, easygoing person. And I thought, boy, that's... you can't really get a much better compliment, than to have someone to
really
say she just is who she is. And so I thought you'd appreciate that. And I've only interacted with her a few times, but she just seems like a really just happy person.
She is.
Other than that, see, it's because I spoke, Sean. I said she's happy, and then now despair. Despair sets in. Thanks, Eric. Well, it is 28 for those who have been watching the scoreboard up there. We are ahead by 12, and we just lost our serve, so Depew back to serve. Here comes Lizzie deep.
Oh, real
Good
nice
placement.
shot. That was just beautiful.
Yeah, so to me, right there, Sean, what I see is the experience that Lizzie brings to the table, because when that ball was set to her, you just saw her just start to triangulate, right?
Yeah.
She sees open space. She says, I'm going deep. I'm going to find that open space. And so she knew she didn't have to put a lot of power on that ball. She just placed it.
Exactly. She had it cocked. She was ready to hit everything. And then she's like, wait, I can just pop this right in that corner.
That's right. Well, that was good play up front by Depew.
That was weird. It looked like the down judge called it out and the up judge overruled.
Called it in.
So,
well, when you have the ladder, you get the last say, I guess.
The ladder of tyranny.
That's right. Here comes Lizzie. Same thing.
Just another beautiful placement. She is definitely dialed in on that. They need to keep feeding her all day.
I agree. Until it stops working, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Here comes Allie Kinzinger back in the back, hoping to close us out here. 22-9 in favor of Cornerstone. Nice. Low serve.
Ace.
Just got over the net there.
There we go. I think Dan'd be proud. That was...
Yeah. Well, Dan's out. He's out in the combine again this morning. So, Dan, if you're listening, just hope everything's going well and you have a good day out there, and miss having you on the broadcast. But you know what? When Sean shows up, I feel a lot better. Not to put any pressure on you, dude, but it's always better when you got someone to kind of talk this through with. If you're just kind of by yourself, you're just like, well, here's the thing that happened.
Wouldn't you agree, viewers at home? I'm assuming you're talking now.
Yeah. For those that are, you just kind of violent agreement with yourself. Here comes Fisher. That's going to go just out of bounds on that far side.
That's a couple we've had from the middle that just trying to find that edge and just going a little too far with it.
That's right. This is going to... Oh, so Kinzinger's going to play it. Mountjoy back to Kinzinger. Nice cross-court hit.
No, looks like that's going to do it. Well done.
All right, folks, so just like that, at 5 minutes after game start time, We are at set point for set number 1 here in the 10 o'clock match between Cornerstone and Depew. And Lizzie Rogers.
You know, and even if that was out, I kind of like the fact that Allie played that. Gives them a little more practice, if you will, a little more opportunity to, bump that spike.
Yep. Balls to Mountjoy. Fisher's going to hit it deep to their libero. They're going to come near side, just one arm. Yep, didn't quite get an arm on it.
Yeah, that looked a little awkward on the setters.
Yeah.
Usually you want to go up over your back, but she kind of turned. I think that kind of threw everybody off.
Yeah, it's kind of getting into the net at a kind of weird angle there. Well, folks, that will do it for set number 1. They'll typically do a couple minutes between sets here. So, they'll do a 3-minute countdown between sets. So just to catch everybody up that are just joining us this morning, this is game 1 of the of Cornerstone's participation in the Calvary Christian Academy Invitational Tournament. So we're coming to you live from School Street over here in Normal. And first set of game number 1 goes to Cornerstone over Depew. I was going to try and look up some more information about Depew. They're the Little Giants from Depew, Illinois. And if you look at their kind of mascot, I kid you not, it looks like it's
Bam Bam.
It looks like Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So they're the Little Giants, patent pending. And so we have a 10 o'clock game here. That's again, it's 7 after, and we're halfway done. Assuming that Cornerstone obviously follows through on that second set. They will play immediately after this, folks. So if you're logging in and you're planning to catch the 11 o'clock game, I would stick around because
we're comfortable. We got a lot of volleyball coming.
Yeah, and we're most likely we'll put the music up, but we'll most likely not stop the stream. We'll just go ahead and let the stream go. What I need to find out, Sean, and I don't know yet, what happens after the 11 o'clock game, because those are the only 2 that show up on the schedule, and so I'm not exactly sure how this tournament is organized. With the tournaments before, we would do like a round robin. But what happens here is we've got crossover matches that happen in the afternoon. So just so everybody knows, in terms of the timing of that, there'll be a game at 12:30 and there'll be a game at 1:30. And what typically happens there is you're going to find, the winners of the A and B games, A and B pools that will come together and play against each other, most likely here in the main gymnasium. So there's another gym just down the hall if you've never been to Calvary, and there are actually matches going on over there as well, if I understand it right. So what I will try to do, folks, is just keep you guys up to speed on when we would play that third match. I would say, Sean, I think it probably does depend on your record coming out of the first 2 games in the morning. But so far, this bodes well for the morning. They're handling Depew with a fair amount of ease. Now we play Calvary after that, and Calvary may give us a little bit more trouble.
Yeah, they got a much improved team this year, and definitely is going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, Calvary is in similar shape to Cornerstone. They are, according to Max Preps, which is typically Max Preps is not always right up to date, so it may be a few days behind, but they are listed as 4-14, 1-2 in the conference, and so needless to say, it's comparable. I would say I'm going to take a look here in a minute and see what other opponents they've played against, just to give folks an idea of kind of who we're up against. But I would say, based on what I'm seeing, Sean, it's going to be a fairly evenly matched game based on the records. So that is my hope anyway.
So as I'm looking at the schedule, so we are going to, it's going to be 3 games no matter what. And am I reading that correctly?
Well, you probably will have a better beat on it than I did. I read through it once and started doing other things. I got to plug in my laptop because I'm trying to look up records, but that sounds right now that you say that.
We're underway with serve by Mountjoy, and
strike
Depew,
one.
Had it set up pretty well, unable to complete the hit.
All right, here comes Mountjoy. Kind of a short serve into the net there, and very quickly it is 2-0. So yeah, I was trying to see who Calvary's played So they've played Weldon. They've played Decatur. Well, no, that's not Decatur Calvary. That's a different Calvary team.
Oh, nice block by Hughes. Got up there. I thought they were looking for the tip. We're not expecting the outstretched hands of Ava.
Montjoy deep on the far side. Depew just bumps it deep for Barry. Kinzinger far side goes cross court.
Oh, nice.
Nice angle on that. Back in the net there. Yeah, I really like, Ava had a lot of good things to say about Mountjoy, about Riley's setting. And, I'm always impressed when I see them set behind themselves like that, because they either have to see the hitter that they're setting to, or just trust, that they're positioned right. But I'm always impressed to see how they do that, how they get that ball just up in the air, just in the right spot.
So where is Depew?
Where is Depew? Let's find out where Depew is. I should know that.
Wasn't sure if that was common knowledge. Oh, net monster results in a Mountjoy ace. Sheepishly accepts her celebration.
All right, so Depew is is just west of the convergence of I-80 and I-39.
Okay, so up Peru area. Would you say I-80,
Yep.
I-39? Yeah.
Yeah, west of Peru, west of Spring Valley.
Okay.
So kind of between Peru and Princeton, if you will.
Oh, another ace.
And it's a village population, just over 1,600. So Depew is up against some big city folks here.
Yeah,
coming to Bloomington.
Not a metropolis, but
it is 8-0. Mountjoy is on a run here. Short serve.
Oh, another nice serve.
It was good of them. They got their hand on that one. It looked like that was headed inbounds for a minute there.
Yeah. I like, I don't know if this is intentional, if this is coached, or just what the girls do, but I've noticed when they think a ball's about to be out of bounds, they go and they plant their foot on that line.
Oh.
And then wait for it to come down on the other side. And I think, so if it knuckles or something, they have a chance to react to it.
Interesting.
And no, I don't know if it's coached, if it's something they just do, or if it's something instinctual, but I've noticed it, and I'm always impressed by it.
Yeah, very interesting. I actually did not. That's a cool observation. I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, Maddie just did it, and it happened so fast, but they always kind of plant that foot with a little extra gusto right on the line.
Yeah. It's I'm going to watch for that now. That's a smart way to do it, whether it's coached or not.
And for all I know, they're just trying to plant themselves so they don't tumble into the ball and result in a point to the other side.
Kind of, you get as close to it as you can without actually touching it, so that if it does knuckle and you have to get a hand on it, you're in some way, shape, or form able to play it.
Yeah, you can do something.
Yep. All right, we're going to take a second here. They're working with rosters, doing some substitutions. All right, 9-0 Cornerstone. Here's Mountjoy again. Big arc and serve. They're going to just dump it over here if they can get there. Bowles to Mountjoy. Back to Bowles. She's going to go right down the line.
Found that back row. Took a page out of Lizzie's book there.
Just really good work by Mackenzie. She's seeing the court really well today. And once again, just love seeing the girls up front just kind of goofing off, having a fun time.
Allie setting up a protection barrier around Mackenzie as she's tying her shoe.
Was she trying to ice Mountjoy? Is that what you were doing here?
Yeah, trying to cool her off a little.
Depew, big high bump to set. Lizzie's going to go. Okay, Mountjoy finds it.
Oh, nice tip. Oh, that was just a good recovery on a little bit of a busted play. Yeah, I think Mackenzie's trying to ice Mountjoy. She doesn't want her to get to the record today.
She says, that's mine. That's mine. Mountjoy, she's going to go near side with it, cross court. Depew just bumps it over. Barry to Mountjoy. She's going to go right up to Hughes. Just dumps
nice
it to the
tap.
donut. They get to it, though. That was good. Mountjoy's going to set back to Kinzinger. She's going to go cross court.
Oh,
Big
nice.
swing.
That was good. That one had me holding my breath whether it was going to land in bounds. I think it had the right angle, but they tipped it up. And
well, Allie's had a good morning so far too. She's had a couple good kills. She has a lot of success going cross court like that. So,
and people don't expect that angle, the other team, so a lot of time catches them really by surprise.
Yep. Bowles dumps it back. Barry's going to set up Mountjoy. She's going back to Bowles. Smart move. Oh, that's up in the rafters. Oh, they got a hold of it. Good job by Depew to keep that one in play. Mountjoy's going back here to Kinzinger. Going back court. Oh, great job by Bowles. Wow.
Oh, nice. That was good all-around play there. And Depew, I mean, they were looking good. Those weren't soft hits.
No.
They were recovered nicely. And
I agree. I give Depew a lot of credit for their defensive play. They don't maybe necessarily have the experience or necessarily the same level in terms of their offense. But yeah, you're right. They're able to dig these out pretty well. So I mean, it's 13-1, folks. But I give Depew a lot of credit for their ability to dig out some of these kill attempts, especially coming from Allie and McKenzie. Cross court hits. They're going deep. They're playing real volleyball here, folks. Bowles hits up. Mountjoy hits up Kinzinger.
Yeah, that deep serve, they hadn't seen one of those today from Depew, so I think that really caught the back row off guard a little bit, and then, just a good chance to pop it in the air, and Riley really made a good effort to make sure it stayed in the air, and, result, point Cornerstone.
There goes the twirly gate. So I think we're onto something. I think you may be right. She was icing the kicker over there because she's like, I want the record today.
Well, she got to 13. Mountjoy got to 13 and then hit it in the net. So I don't know if she's like, we want to share this or.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, right. Maybe just gave her an atta girl to say, we'll hand it over.
Yep.
Depew's gonna bump it deep, too deep. And that'll come back for another Cornerstone point. 16-1 now in favor of the Cyclones. Bowles continues her serve. Nice serve over there deep on that near side.
Yeah, she's found her rhythm on the serve. She's, hitting it low over the net and dropping it right in the middle there.
You know what I think is also interesting, if we could just have a moment with the twirly gig. So, I see they gather in the middle in a circle, but for McKenzie, she kind of runs through.
Yeah.
It's almost like a receiving line. Either way, love it. Love to see it.
Yeah, that is true. There are some that come in and go out the same way.
Okay, here comes McKenzie with her jump serve. Did you see, though, how excited she was? I don't know if you noticed that. So we were talking, and I looked over.
There's Coach. Nope, there's the last time we're trying it during a game.
McKenzie,
just off camera.
She looked over to Coach, and she said, she asked, and you just see him kind of just smile and nod. And I thought she was going to jump out of the gym. That was fun to see. And the net there, side out, right back. Well, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe she wasn't competing for the record. She just wanted, she just probably wanted a jump serve. That's what it was. All right, here's Avery Ibaka.
And now the whole team is just losing it over the jump serve.
Let's see, Ibaka will get in. She gets in the middle, and then she kind of does her thing.
Yeah,
so they all have their own.
It all kind of breaks up, but you're right. McKenzie just barrels through.
That's right.
I got to get out the other side.
Again, patent pending, right? I mean, you gotta do your own thing. Ibaka, second ace, makes it 21-2. Cornerstone.
Haven't called her name a lot today, but I've definitely been impressed with Avery this season.
Yep, Avery's played on the varsity soccer team, which I get the joy to coach, and like a lot of these girls, there's several girls on the volleyball team that play soccer as well, and just cannot say enough good things. Avery's just a really great young lady. She works hard. she's a lot of fun on the soccer field too. I remember just several times she was the source of a lot of humor and just a lot of lightheartedness because our soccer team we'll have our 4th season this coming spring, right? Okay. So so the seniors this year that are with us, most of them have played now for 4 years, and so it'll be kind of, honestly, Sean, pretty sad this spring when that season ends because we've had our first kind of cycle of freshmen to go all the way
and
through.
Now it's end of an era. And
yeah,
absolutely. I can understand that for sure.
But Avery is she's a hard worker, and she brings a lot of spirit, a lot of joy to the game, and I know she has a lot of respect from her teammates. Well, there she is, digging one out right there.
Right there, beautiful. See, you talk about somebody, they make it happen.
That's not my habit, though. If you ask Dan, normally we say something, something good, then something bad. This almost immediately happens, which, now that I've said it, it's going to happen.
Lizzie's got something cooking.
What is Lizzie doing? I don't know, but she needs, I don't know, but decaf is a thing.
Oh, left-handed. Nope.
Wow. Lizzie's beside herself with excitement, whatever she's doing. Here comes Fisher, just dumps it over.
Oh, that was a nice play by Fisher. Just kind of the misdirection there.
So So what I noticed was Lizzie threw it a lot higher, but I'm not sure what the difference is with the serve. But here we are. It's match point, folks. 24-4 in set number 2 here. Cornerstone leading. Depew.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she's doing. It's something different. The high toss.
Yep.
There it is. Oh, yeah.
Wow. That was a great serve.
It was.
Bowles she's gonna.
Tried to find the hole.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to, but still, the result is a point Cornerstone in the game. The match.
The game, the game set match. Everybody, that is game number 1 comes to a close with a rather easy Cornerstone victory over Depew. So please stay tuned. It's only 20 minutes after 10, but we have already finished our 10 o'clock game, and what that means is you'll start to see Depew clear out on the far side bench, and you'll see our good friends Calvary Christian set up. Actually, we're going to move over to that side. And so what we'll do here is we will just take a quick break. We'll put some music on in between games. We'll try to be back with you guys a few minutes before this next game with Calvary, but stay tuned because it's going to start much earlier than 11 o'clock. And I want to just thank you again for joining us this morning. We're coming to you live from Calvary Christian here in Normal for their invitational tournament. Cornerstone Christian has won their first game. They're 1-0 in the morning. Their second game against Calvary Christian coming soon. We'll be back with you.
Just to clarify, we're on tournament timing here, so
that's right.
Each team will just have a short 3-minute warm-up period once the officials get set.
That's right.
So we'll be back very soon.
Yes.
Not the typical 2-6-6 that we're used to. So,
yep.
Stay tuned.
That's right. We'll be back with you shortly. All right, folks. You can see at the top of your screen that the timer has started. And we were wondering if they were going to give a little bit of time here, a little bit of a buffer, just to let the girls get a minute between matches, which was nice for the Cornerstone crew because we just got done with our last game. But welcome back to Cornerstone Volleyball, everybody. This is Eric Hughes with Sean Bowles, broadcasting to you live from row 4 of the esteemed Calvary Christian gym here. We're on the far side of the gym, you can tell. And our gals are going to be on the far side of the court for this game, everybody. So just lean in. It'll be a little harder to see. And as usual, when we're broadcasting from the corner, which is frequently, it's a lot harder to see, the end line, of course, and the sidelines even on that far side of the net. So we will do our best to bring you the action here. This is the second game of the morning for your Cornerstone Cyclones. They are going to take on the the Knights of Calvary Christian. So our good friends, as we like to call them, the other CCA. And looking forward to seeing this match. Do you know, Sean? I believe I'm going to say that several times. I say Calvary and Cornerstone. I get them mixed up sometimes. So, do you know if Calvary won their first game?
They did.
They did.
When we came in, they were playing Depew.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, so I would think that this then would be most likely the game that's going to determine the overall winner of the pool. Is that right?
Yeah, the winner here will be first in the pool. The loser will end up being second in the pool. So, yeah, we apologize that we are going to be on the opposite court from our team, but as you know, this booth takes 6.5 hours to set up. Eric was here at 5 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Just, running wires, drilling grommets.
Yeah,
so,
it's quite an undertaking. That is for sure. That's really good stuff. Really good stuff. Hey, I wanted to mention, just because we got a minute here at least, that it's kind of exciting. This would be a fun game for all of us, of course, but one extra kind of little bonus for me is there are some familiar faces for me on the Calvary side of the court. There's a couple of gals that are part of the co-op for the soccer team. So number 13, Anna Albritton, and Katie Jenkins normally wears number 4, but she's got the number 15 libero jersey on for Calvary today. So it'll be fun to see them play. Those two have been part of the Cornerstone soccer team, and so it'll be interesting to see them wearing a different jersey today. But they're outstanding young ladies, and they're going to be, I'm sure, fun to watch. Anna is a standout on the soccer team. Very, very good athlete, just all around. You see her up on the wall there. She's actually got a basketball in her hand, so looks like she's kind of one of those all year round sports student athletes. And you can see as well she's very tall. She's at least Davis height. She might be taller. She might be closer to 6 foot, 6'1". So we'll be interested to see how she's going to be positioned here on the Calvary team, but just excited to see some familiar faces on the other side of the net.
Yeah, as I was looking up at the Knights banner of seniors, I noticed I did not see a volleyball senior up there. So,
yep, that's right.
Obviously, I think you could represent multiple sports, but it gets a little cluttered. So I think they try to stick with one. So I don't know if the plan or the program says how many seniors they're running.
Yep, they've got 2 seniors. Anna Albritton, number 13, who's right there in the near shot of the camera, and then number 8, who's Madison Orns, and she is one of the other ladies
also
with
rocking
a basketball.
Yep.
Yeah. So as it is common with schools like Cornerstone, like Calvary, a lot of these student athletes are multi-sport athletes. And I remember an earlier broadcast, Sean, where we talked about this idea that, with co-opting and all these other things, you have a lot of students in schools like this that actually they sign up to play sports, sometimes just because their friends are playing, and maybe they're short on numbers, and they want to field the team, and they may not have enough players, and so other students will say, hey, I'll put a jersey on. I may not be the best soccer, basketball, volleyball player, but I want to participate and make sure that there's a team, and so I think that's always a neat thing to see when you see girls that are they just want to be part of the community. They want to be play with their friends and enjoy.
It's funny because Mackenzie is I think, going to be in that boat. She has shown interest in playing some soccer this spring.
Oh, okay.
Because she doesn't really have a spring thing.
Okay.
She's done track in the past, but that wasn't really for her. So
I can understand.
So again, I think it would be more for the team camaraderie than pure kicking the ball skill. But
Well, does she understand who she's going to have to deal with? Not only from a roster perspective, because some of the volleyball players are also soccer players, but she also has. Does she know who the coaching staff is, and is she eyes open on what that
haven't
means?
brought up the coaching. We're focusing on the fact that there's a lot of volleyball players on the team, then it'll soften the blow once she gets out on the pitch.
If we can orchestrate it so she doesn't know until she just shows up for the first practice, and then I'll just be there and hey, Mackenzie. No, I'm just kidding. I'm looking forward to working with Mr. Ayers, the new head soccer coach. I've actually not had a chance to meet him in person. He is a new teacher at Cornerstone this year, and I have heard he has tremendous experience coaching soccer, even internationally. I think he has spent some time in Ecuador, if memory serves.
Wow.
So it sounds like he's got quite a lot to bring to the table from a coaching perspective. So as his assistant, I'll be really excited to see how he kind of looks at the game and how he looks at that was loud. How he looks at kind of bringing this kind of a squad together. And
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Is both the boys and girls teams co-opted?
I don't think the boys team is for
Okay.
sure. That's a good question. I don't know. I do not know.
Well, then I know they have a co-opted baseball team.
Okay.
That did very well this year.
All right. They are getting set here. The Calvary volleyball team gets the crowd going.
Yeah, they're...
I think it'd be the other way around. But here they come. Gonna slap hands, make sure everybody's germs are all equally distributed.
Yeah, it's not a Kleenex being used today.
just letting it hang out, That's all right. That's all right. They're gonna huddle up. This is when it gets very quiet and awkward as a broadcaster. If I'm not sure, Sean, if I would say I rise to the title of a broadcaster. I mean, we are broadcasting. But there seems to be more to that title than I bring. Person with headset, maybe.
No, you're so much more than a broadcaster. You're an engineer. You're an inspiration. It's I mean, the words escape me to describe everything you bring to the table.
And just remind me whether we said $50 or $100 for whatever it was you just said. I'll make sure I get that to you in cash.
We'll work it out later.
Okay. All right, folks. Down official doing her thing, just getting everybody situated. And
quick note on the cooling today. It's probably a nice 72 degrees in here, just beautiful.
Fantastic in here.
As opposed to Thursday's 148 degrees.
That was almost, I wanted to we need to monitor people's health. It was intense. All right, well, Calvary's going to serve first here. And we are underway.
Oh.
And that's
not a real hard serve. Just dropped it right in that short little hole.
Yeah, that's one way to start. 1-0 on an ace from number 8, Madison Orange. Deep. Barry picks it up. Gets it to Mountjoy. That's going to be trouble.
I didn't see what happened there. It looked like Barry had a bead on it and then lost her footing.
Mm-hmm. Could have been. Yeah. All right. Mountjoy's going to set up Kinzinger. She's going to go cross court. Backside. They set up far side. Dumped into the middle. Lizzie with a nice save. Far side to Kinzinger. I said that wrong. It was Bowles, not Kinzinger.
No, it was
My
Kinzinger.
apologies.
They switched up.
They did.
You
okay.
called it right.
Okay.
They're just trying to confuse the broadcasters.
Hughes goes deep. Up front. And
all right.
Albritton hits just a little far there. We'll take that one. That one
yeah,
looked close.
I wasn't sure if Hughes got a piece of that, but apparently she did not, so good news for us.
All right. think she's going to do her normal serve today, isn't she? There we go.
Yeah, I don't think the jump serve is going to be allowed until next season.
Bowles is going to set it up front for Kinzinger. She's just got to bump it deep. Jenkins gets it back for Calvary. Barry sends it up front. Near side for Kinzinger.
Oh, tip. All right, we were ready for it.
Lizzie, cross court. Jenkins picks it up. Albritton just dumps it over to Barry. Mountjoy.
Oh.
Lizzie again with a nice solid attempt from the far side there. Bowles sets up Mountjoy. She's going to go way over.
A little too far.
Great job by Kinzinger
yeah,
to
real
keep it in
good
play.
recovery there.
Yeah, that was nice play there by Addie Kaufman is her name for Calvary on the front side. So that was a good sequence, Sean. I liked what I saw there. I mean, we're getting a little more organized here. The first couple points were a little rough. Barry.
Oh, nice tip.
Far side for Calvary, just dumped over again. Montroy's getting us set up. Here comes Allie. Just got a little more of that than we needed.
She had that right spot. She really was looking in the right place and, missed it by a few inches.
It's now 4-1 in favor of Calvary. Barry, Mountjoy, up front for Hughes. Just dumps it high in the air.
Yeah, I think she was worried about a bit too much of a tip on the other side, but
yep. Here's Albritton. Hits it deep and once again out of bounds.
Sorry, folks. The hallmark of a great broadcaster is stopping in the middle of his sentences. So as he watches the game, so I apologize for that.
Right.
I'll have to get better there.
Another hallmark is me probably just speaking right over you as soon as you take a breath. That's my penchant. Pray for my wife. Ibaka, nice deep serve. Here's Albritton on the far side for Calvary. Goes cross court to Kinzinger. Sets that Mountjoy back to Kinzinger. She's going to go cross court again and once again out of bounds.
Just got to dial that in a little. She's finding the open spots. I'm liking what she's doing.
Yep. I agree.
Just missing by a little bit.
I agree. Number 14, Karis Logan, coming in for Calvary. Albritton to serve.
Southpaw.
Here comes Lizzie going down the line. That was a nice play.
That was real nice. Found that spot. That spot's been open.
That's good heads-up play. And Albritton got a hand on it, but just not quite enough to keep it in play. And now we'll have Ms. Kinzinger serving here for us. Short serve. Jenkins gets to it. Back far side. Bowles to Mountjoy. She's going to go front to Fisher. Just kind of has to dump it over. Big high set up there for Calvary. Mountjoy to the libero, Katie Jenkins. It's just going to be dumped into the net. Well, Sean, we've made our way back to a 1-point deficit. I'm liking what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, it's also nice to have a series of good volleys. Watching the girls get into system and that just I don't know what happened on the Calvary side there, but there was definitely some miscommunication on.
That's right.
Because that was in by a mile.
And Dan Kinzinger, with that twirly gig, I'm going to say, listen, since you're not here, I'll just say we'll let her be absolved for the earlier transgression of not doing her twirly gig in the first game. Lizzie goes right down the line, and Calvary can't get a hold of that one.
Nice. It's good to see her going back to that. She had a lot of success with that, hitting the near side, not going cross court, and seems to be working again for her today.
Yep. All right. Calvary's going to go far side. Just has to dump it over. Ibaka's going to get it to Mountjoy. To Lizzie Rogers. Right down the line again. Albritton sends it straight
that
up.
time. Yep.
They're just going to flat-foot it over to Bowles. Lizzie again. Right in the back court. Man, Sean, I'm telling you. Oh, she's going to have a little conversation with the judge here. What is he going to tell her? He's going to say, I don't know how you're doing it.
I don't know. You're too good. You gotta dial it back a hair.
If we can keep this quiet, I need an autograph. Just not now. Kinzinger. Oh, tipped at the net. Fisher got a hand on it, and she's going to dump it over there as well.
That was a real nice recovery by Ibaka there.
Yeah, it was.
On a ball that was not where she expected it to be.
No, that was a strange one. Well, this is good. We got Kinzinger on a run here. This is good to see. After a little slower start to this game. That one just barely made it over the net.
Oh, we got them in disarray. They're playing like they got 5 players out there. So the coach is gonna talk it over.
Yep, Coach Orton says, let's talk it over, Knights. So we'll take a second here, let them talk it over. Again, for those, just want to give a quick update for those that are just jumping on. We are in set 1 of game 2 of this year's Calvary Christian Academy. I think it's called their Invitational. I'm not exactly sure about that, but it's their volleyball tournament. That's why we're here. If it were a basketball tournament, this would be really awkward. But anyway, we're here for game number 2. It is the Invitational.
Yep.
And we are leading here 9-5 against the hosts. And so far, again, really good controlled play by Lizzie Rogers is a big part of our success today. Serving has been very good. Even with the jump serve attempts from Mackenzie Bowles, I really liked it. It was a good attempt.
Well, I'd say, all in all, through the day, our back row play has been consistent, which really sets up everything and makes it all work so much better.
Yep, I agree with that. Yep, got to start with defense. All right, here comes a Kinzinger again.
Oh,
another
nice serve.
Another just bullet of a serve. Flat-footed over the net to Ibaka. Set center for Fisher. She's going to
I think she caught that on the side of her hand.
Looked like she just, Coach is telling, you see Coach kind of motioning like, you just kind of came around that on a little sideways there, Maddie. Good job of Kinzinger getting it set up for Mountjoy. Just got to dump it over. Bowles. Sets to far side for...
nice hit right
Rogers.
through the blockers.
So, I've said this before. Now, I know Leah Huffman is out ill. She wasn't at the game Thursday, and I was wondering why that was. I was a little concerned maybe she had a resurgence of her knee injury, but apparently she's just been out sick. But I will tell you the same thing I said whenever I see Leah on a run. I see Lizzie on a run today, and I say, give her the ball because she's had just tremendous success. Facetious as soon as I say it. Almost literally when I say something like that, the opposite happens. I think they hear me.
Maybe we wait till after the serve next time.
That's probably what I need to do. I'm sure people listening are like, or you can wait till after the broadcast and just turn your headset off and just sit and watch. Near side for Fisher. Oh, wow. Little ping pong back and forth. Kinzinger's just going to dump it over.
All right, too much on that one.
Yeah. That was that's tricky. That the response time, the reaction time at the net is pretty incredible. Fisher and Ibaka are out. Barry Hughes back in for the Cyclones. Hughes just dumps it left-handed.
She just went up and put that back down. That's the kind of thing that middles salivate about. Just that.
That's right.
That serve receive just put right over the net.
Just on a platter, if you will. Yep. Set center. Kinzinger to Mountjoy. She's going to go far side back to Lizzie. All right. No, this one goes long.
Nope, that was Mackenzie.
Can't get them all. Oh, did I say it wrong again?
You said Lizzie, but
see, I gotta get my eyes checked. I don't know how I thought that was Lizzie Rogers. That's my mistake. Thank you for keeping me honest.
Well, I don't want nice hit by Hughes. Oh. Don't want Lizzie getting blamed for Mackenzie sailing one. So
that isn't it. That is a fair point. It's a fair point. Calvary to serve just short in the net. That was Rachel McCoskey for Calvary. Just a little more oomph needed on that one. We'll side out to Riley Mountjoy. I've also noticed, Sean, like I've got I'm trying to get into the rhythm now. Dan has done this for years, right? And it's really fun to listen to him do this play-by-play, which I'm not good at. But I'm give me like I said, another 5 or 10 years, and I'll be all up to speed here. but I'm learning, and the interesting thing is I've noticed that some of the girls I say their first name, some of the girls I say their last name. Like I normally say Bowles instead of McKinsey just because it's one syllable. But I started thinking, I should say Allie, but I say Kinzinger. And either way, I'm sure I confuse people.
Yeah, they're just inconsistency on all around here. We assume you know the girls as well as we do, so.
That's right. But I'm trying to. I have aspirations of being like Dan Kinzinger one day. There's worse things to aspire to.
Oh, absolutely.
That one's going to be short. That monster gets a hold of that one.
Two of them like that.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That is number 8, Madison Orens, the senior for Calvary, also the coach's daughter, I believe. Barry sets up Riley Mountjoy.
Nope, that was Mackenzie Bowles again.
Yeah.
Not Mountjoy.
Mountjoy set it.
Oh, Mountjoy set up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. We'll be with you guys in a minute, everybody. me and Sean are going to get this figured out.
We'll clean this up in post-production.
That's exactly right. Lizzie dumps it deep. They're going to set center for Albritton. She just flat-foots it right to the donut, but Lizzie gets to it. Kinzinger.
Nice.
Well done by Kinzinger.
Net help us out. Live by the net, die by the net. We got a couple serves bit us, and then Allie came back and delivered us with a little bit of the net front presence.
Just thinking, Sean, too, I really do need to get this right. Oh, McKenzie just serves right in the net. I need to get this right because I all kidding aside, it is kind of tougher to see the far side. And so, while I do want to use that as my excuse, I recognize that, folks watching really need to be able to see who it is, and have us give them actually accurate information. So, far side for Calvary. Hughes got a hand on it. Here comes Lizzie Rogers.
There we go.
Just going to dump it over. Oh, that was trouble. That one was trouble. It's a pretty close game here, folks. Just a 1-point game. 15-14.
All right, there's the equalizer. 7 outs to keep it tied.
Even it up. Katie Jenkins back in the libero for Calvary. Number 7, Addie Kaufman takes a seat. Avery Baca replaces Ava Hughes on the Cornerstone side. And she's just going to try to dump it over. Fisher's right there.
Tip. Yeah.
That was great defense by Madison Fisher. Right there, just on the spot. That's good work. By the way, if you notice over here on the near side, Allie is giving signals back there.
Yeah, I've noticed that before. I have no idea what they mean.
Well, that was a great play by Albritton. Yeah, Anna did a great job just seeing the court, seeing that she's got blockers coming up after her, and she just dumps it right over their hands. So I think what may be happening here is, Coach on our serve will normally try to give our server a number of the player to target, and I think maybe he's delegated that. Maybe Allie's helping out with that a little bit. Albritton to serve, back to Bowles, who goes to Mountjoy. Here comes Lizzie Rogers. Nice, strong hit.
Beautiful. Through the blockers.
Give her the ball. That's my thing for today. Officially.
She is on. She is the one to feed.
Yeah, she really is. So I'm going to see if... so Allie's serving, so she's not going to give herself a number. Nice block again.
Block by Fisher.
Boy, Maddie Fisher is having quite a game up front. She's done a great job, at least a couple of those. I think she had one in the last game, too, if I remember right.
Yeah, both our middles have been playing very well today.
Far side. Oh, they kind of got away with one there. That was kind of palmed. Lizzie just once again just clobbering it over the net. They're going to just dump it. Mountjoy got a hand on it. Bowles just going to dump it. Nice job just getting it over the net there.
Miscommunication between Mackenzie and Riley there on who was gonna get that ball, and
in my defense,
as usually happens, it always hits the ground.
Those are the two that I always seem to get mixed up. I don't know why. Riley and Mackenzie for some reason.
Oh, nice hit. Once again, Lizzie coming through big. It's pretty easy. They've got similar numbers. They're the same height, same hair color, same ponytail. I mix it up too.
They even have the same kind of bow.
Yeah.
And I think that's what messes me up. So,
see, it's a lot easier to find Ava. She's the tall one.
It is easier. Here's Lizzie Rogers.
Nice serve. Got him going backwards.
Oh. Well, I tell you, of course I got a bias because Katie Jenkins, again, plays on our soccer team at Cornerstone, but she's done a really good job as their libero. She's covered a lot of ground, just like Maddie Bear on our side. Of course, I favor our players, but I just want to call that out. Katie Jenkins doing a good job of just covering a lot of ground and making sure that those balls that are hit deep like that stay in play.
Yeah, definitely nothing wrong with recognizing the skill on the other team and giving them credit for that.
Yeah. Well, it's a 3-point game here. Cornerstone up 20-17 over the hosts, Calvary Christian, here in set number 1. Quick timeout here for both teams to take a minute. I also noticed this, Sean. Oops, sorry, I'm just stomping all over the place, causing the camera's just going to fall. I was noticing this too. Coach has been kind of chill this morning.
Yeah.
And, of course, the first game was a little easier win, so he probably didn't maybe feel he needed to
say a lot.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think what really gets him out of his seat is the mental errors. Mm-hmm. The two girls looking at each other when it hits in the middle.
Yeah.
Nobody calling the ball or 3 people calling the ball. The physical errors, he knows they're trying. He knows they're making the right play. It just didn't work out that one time.
Yep.
So I think it's a lot easier for him to be sitting down when we're playing good mental volleyball.
Yeah.
And getting in system, and then, the mistakes, the hitting it into the net, the sometimes sailing it wide, he can live with those because those are physical errors.
Yeah, that's a great call-up.
What, we get a rotation error there? I wasn't watching the...
Must have been some type of rotation error. And I think Coach normally is kind of standing up trying to talk it over with the down official, but this time seemed like he just, maybe as soon as he was called, he's like, yeah, okay, you're right. So, free point for Calvary. Great hit by Bowles. Woo! That was a really nice job.
Yeah, I thought that was going to sneak in bounds. You hate to see that.
Yeah.
The dig out that just finds an open spot.
Fisher is going to step out, and Barry's going to come back into serve. Same with Ibaka and Hughes. Switching places there. Ibaka grabs a clipboard. They're going to set it in the back here, just kind of bump it over. Barry, nope, sorry. Lizzie gets a hold of it.
Oh,
great play
tip by Riley, and got them mixed up. The Calvary side.
Kinzinger from the back.
Hit. Nice
strong swing from Allie.
Looks like they're going to free again. There we go.
Mountjoy goes center for Hughes. Just tips it over again.
This time gives him a chance to set up a little better. Oh.
I think that was, Sean, that was one of those, like you said, she got right to the line, and then she said, oh, shoot, that's in.
Yep. Yeah, I think she had thought that one was going to be out, and then kind of knuckled down on her.
All right. Here's McCuskey to serve for Calvary. Lizzie couldn't quite pancake that one back up. And, now we're at a 2-point game. Still ahead, but momentum's starting to shift here towards Calvary a little bit.
And this is traditionally where we've struggled to finish the game after we get up in those 20s.
Yeah, smart move by Coach.
Yep.
Calling a timeout. I looked over right right when I saw that, and no slight to Maddie. That was a good effort there, but just got that one in the net, and coach says, "All right, let's take a second here and reset." So 22-21, just a 1-point game here in set number 1. They are making this one much more exciting than the first game. Which is good to see. Good to see. And it's still only 10 minutes after the hour, so we're way ahead of schedule. So the 12:30 and the 1:30 games, folks, we'll try to validate if we can. I would assume, Sean, they would still start those on time, but we'll see if we can confirm that. Either way, we'll try to get the broadcast started, at least a few minutes, 10 maybe 15 minutes before the game starts as well as we can. All right, back to action here. Calvary with the serve. Lizzie just kind of one-shots it. Great job by Kinzinger. There's a lot of melee up front here. Bowles just dumps it.
Oh. Scrum at the net.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tough one. Yeah. Coach just says, hey, let's go. I feel as if that's where we start to get in trouble, I think, Sean, when it's just kind of we're batting it around the front of the net.
Yep.
We get disorganized very quickly. Kinzinger to Mountjoy. Far side of Bowles. They're going to set up near side here. Hughes gets a hand on it. Mountjoy just dumps it over. That was a good play. Albritton.
Back row
Lizzie
for
from the back
Lizzie.
row. Just flat foots it. Just kind of heave-hose it, as Dan would say. Here's Bowles again. Oh, she looked up at that, Sean. She's like, wait, what happened? She's like kind of disbelief there. Now it's a 1-point Calvary win, or lead.
All right, another timeout. He's not gonna go down without using them.
Mm-hmm. So I would say, to me, that's where when that play starts to get in, when it kind of starts to devolve into that kind of back and forth, I call it kind of a scrum almost up at the net. I feel like that never seems to work super well for us. Even with our tall players in the middle and our ability to block, they're used to practicing getting up on a set play where the other team's in system and they're setting to a hitter versus when it's just kind of getting smacked back and forth. So I feel like that never seems to work out well for us, Sean.
Yeah, and I know they've been coached. And the instinct is it's right there, just whack it back over and it'll be fine.
Yep.
But I know they've been coached to pull it back,
That's
get
right.
it to the setter,
Get
get
organized.
set up, and get a good hard hit.
Yeah, that's right. Nice serve from Calvary. Lizzie sets up Bowles. We're just going to have to dump it over. Okay, Kinzinger. Nice job by Lizzie. All right, girls. Let's get organized here. Mountjoy's got to bump it straight over.
I didn't see who got the hand on that, but yeah, just right between them.
No, you just kind of feel that. You feel that the wind kind of leave the sails.
Yeah.
You know. Bowles to Kinzinger. Here's Lizzie Rogers from the backcourt. Lizzie again to Kinzinger. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
We'll take that one. We'll take that, Sean. Little net monster help there.
Yep.
Little seventh player.
And one thing I hadn't realized, and I don't think it's been this way the whole game, is they've got Kinzinger setting here.
I noticed that they did make a change. Yeah, I did make a change. Oh, it's all right. That's all right, Riley. That's okay, Riley. She wants that one back for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. She's usually automatic on those serves,
Yep.
so that's a really tough one.
I agree. Well, set number 1, Cornerstone Falls to Calvary. Had at one point, I believe it was a 4-point lead, Sean. I need probably maybe keep better
They
track
were
of that.
at 21-17, and then the downfall was that rotational error.
Yep, that's right.
And that kind of started made it 21-18, lost us Lizzie's serve.
That's
you
right.
know, her being one of the stronger servers on the team.
Yeah.
So,
Well, folks, so set number 1 goes to Calvary, so hopefully the ladies can come back out here, take set number 2, and enforce the third. Also want to just call out, we're here in the bleachers, and we've got our camera set up on the front railing here, and it's easy for it to kind of vibrate and jiggle, and so just so you know, whenever folks are kind of running up and down these steps, you're going to see a little bit of that. So if you don't like roller coasters, if you have a motion sickness thing, maybe just turn away. Turn away. If there was a better way to do it, folks, we would. But it just makes the folks watching just feel more part of the action.
yeah, you can feel the stand shaking with the fans' enthusiasm.
Yeah, well, that is kind of a neat thing. Either way you cut it, we obviously want Cornerstone to be victorious, but I like to see that they've got a nice student section here from Calvary here to support their gals. So
losing the power strip
oh,
there.
we are losing we don't want that. We do not want that. I'll have to readjust that between games with my obsession with.
Yeah,
I'll try to tape it. Try to tape it here.
Yeah, we might have to show up at 4:30 to the next one. Make
You
sure
know,
all this
I
is
thought I had
squared
it,
away.
man. Thought I had it. I thought 5 a.m. would be enough time. But no.
I do have to say, this morning was the most relaxed tournament day we've had yet.
Yeah.
Being in town at a 10 a.m. start where we didn't have to show up till 9:15 was just wonderful.
I
Got
agree
to
with
cook
that.
a little breakfast. We aren't
Yeah.
screaming at each other, running out the door. Do you have your shoes? Let's go, let's go.
We did the same. We actually had we had a little breakfast, and hopefully that'll at least get us through. All right, so Cornerstone has Ava Hughes, Mackenzie Bowles. Who else is out there? Allie Kinzinger, Lizzie Rogers, Madison Fisher, and Riley Mountjoy as your starters.
And I think that's the standard setup for the day, with us only bringing 7 and a libero.
Mm-hmm. Well, there goes your camera. That's just how it's going to be, folks. I apologize. If there's a better way, we would do it.
You can hear the crowd all chanting, "Let's go Cyclones."
Yeah, quick plug for Dramamine. If you need some, now's the time. I would expect if the game continues to be close, we will see more of that.
Yes. If Cornerstone gets out to a big lead, I think the camera will settle down.
Might quiet down a little bit. Yep. All right, we're underway. Set number 2. So what we need to see here, Sean, is we need the girls to just get their confidence back. We need them to just settle.
Yep.
Play positionally, not get into a hurry.
I didn't see. Did Ava get a piece of that? It looked like it might have changed directions there.
I think, Coach is talking over there about like maybe her hand position, so she might have just barely got a little bit of it. He's just maybe telling her just kind of try to reposition and redirect that ball a little bit better next time. Kinzinger just going to pop it over. That was good. That angle came in a little strange, pretty close to the net. Albritton sends it over. Mountjoy is going to go far or near side to Kinzinger. Lizzie to Mountjoy. Hughes.
Nice hit. Good dig from the Calvary side. Mackenzie tried that tip, and she did not get enough on it.
No, but I like what I'm seeing so far. I mean, again, when I say settle in, I don't mean, with a lack of intensity, but just I felt like the end of the first set, they were just kind of, it's all over the place.
Disjointed, yeah.
Nice serve again by Calvary. Mountjoy's just going to kind of dump it over deep for them. Lizzie. Going to be a free one coming back over. Flat foots it. Lizzie's going to go back to Allie again. Well,
all right.
Once again, I couldn't tell if Ava got a hand on it or not. But either way, it's a good play by McKenzie to get that over the net there. And got a little help from the net. I give Calvary a lot of credit. They've got really good serving. I wanted to call that out.
They're definitely bringing it in.
Yeah. Barry. We're going to set up Lizzie here. Big swing from Lizzie again. Blocked at the net by Hughes.
Nice.
Well done, well done.
Battle of the Giants down there in front. And Ava comes out on top.
That's right, yeah. That's number 13, Ann Albritton for Calvary. Solid middle blocker for them. Bowles serves. Hughes gets a hand on it. That's going to cause some disarray. Kinzinger, big swing, cross court.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful. Dropped it just in play.
Allie, just do that every time.
Yeah. It's
easier said than done, right?
All right, so I think, we're the guests, right?
We are the guests.
Okay. I'm thinking they're not tracking our score right.
It's a 1-point game. Good job by Barry to kind of salvage that one. Shoot. Nice placement there. Nice
Caught
placement.
us cheating up. We've definitely had issues with that this year, where we've been caught on that back line.
Yeah, we kind of inch up as the play, progresses a little bit. Barry
Nice
gets a
dig
hold.
by
That
Barry.
was a tough serve.
Oh,
Wow.
that's in.
Boy, you really can't put a better shot on that.
No.
It's just coming right for us.
Yeah, I got to repeat your comment. Do that every time.
That's right. That's right. Just do that. Yeah, Lizzie's having a very good morning.
Yeah, if we can hold serve for a little bit and keep feeding Rogers, I think we'll have some success.
Yep, that's right. Bowles digs it out of the back for Mountjoy. All right, Lizzie.
Yeah, she's on.
That's one of the best things, John. When Lizzie's having some success, you know it.
Oh yeah,
because she's on the court just dancing around and hopping. It's so fun to see that. Ibaka serves again. Ooh, that one's trouble. That one's trouble.
I don't know. It's tough to see from this angle, but I wonder if Maddie should have gone up and tried to attack that one.
I wondered the same. Yeah, kind of maybe caused a little confusion in the backcourt. Karis Loggins back in for Calvary. Albert to serve. Big arcing serve there. Kinzinger near side. Well placed. Good job by their libero to dig that out. Going back to Kinzinger. She's going to turn and just bump it this time.
Good
Really
block.
got a hand on it. Yep. Bowles to Lizzie. She's going to send it deep. Set center. That's going out of bounds.
All right.
Yeah, this is good. This is good, solid play. This is the confidence that I was hoping to see coming into out of that first set. Because the first set, Sean, we just were kind of flat-footed, and like I said, the air kind of came out of the sails. So this is good to see us kind of coming back to our game.
Oh, nice serve.
Good job by Allie. No, that was trouble. 1-point game, as it often is here today against Calvary. Number 3, Sydney Jackson serving for the Knights. Here comes Lizzie again. Lizzie just, that's okay. That whole play just kind of devolved.
It did, and I don't, Lizzie called Ibaka off. She probably had the better angle on it.
Fisher just dumps it. Calvary flat foots it over. Far for. Well, so she hit that one a little different, and you kind of notice she.
You can tell it when
palmed
she palms it because she doesn't. She got to finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. That one's trouble too. Great job by Riley to keep that one in play. Kinzinger from the back. She's going to send it cross court again.
Oh, this one's trouble. All right.
That ties it back up here. A little bit of luck on that one, I think.
Yeah.
Little bit of luck.
It's good to get away with one once in a while.
Yeah.
You don't want that to be the primary means of getting points. That's not a recipe for success, but
yep. I agree with that. So that's one of the few times, Sean, I've seen that two-touch call that I actually understood.
Yeah.
She just kind of almost took it from one side to the other, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, if you're hitting it over the net, you've got to do it almost like you're setting it.
Mm-hmm. Call it out, ladies. Center set. Here comes Fisher with the block. There, we got a hand on it. Lizzie just kind of eases it over the net. Far side for Calvary. Back to Bowles. Big swing from Bowles.
Oh.
Free one for us. So this is where we need to get set back up here. We get a free one like that. We kind of had an opportunity there I think we might have missed. Lizzie back to Mountjoy. Here comes Bowles. Nice idea.
She got the tip up. Yep.
Yeah, nice idea. Set center for Calvary into the net.
All right.
That was a really nice exchange.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
There is something to be said for outlasting the opponents on those long volleys, Yeah. It is a game of mistakes, and sometimes you just got to let your opponent make one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Now Lizzie keeps her serve again. They're just going to have to dump it back to Lizzie. Here comes Fisher to their libero. Ooh. Bowles going to have a tough time with that one. Yeah, that was tricky. That was tricky. A few substitutions for the Knights. Katie Jenkins takes a seat along with Karis Loggins. And Finley Jackson's going to serve for Calvary. It's a 1-point game in favor of Cornerstone at the moment, but there's a lot of back and forth on this one. Wow.
Oh, blocked out of bounds. Whew.
That was a big block.
That was a good block.
That was that was a clash of the Titans. I mean, McKenzie gave it all she could on that one.
But that's why coaches swing through those blocks.
That's right.
Nice, Riley.
That's going to be far.
Yeah.
I wonder when you make the decision, when you're kind of backcourt like that, when you make the decision you're going to flat foot, you're not going to jump up, or when you're just going to maybe palm it over versus when you're actually going to try to jump and actually make a full-fledged kill attempt. I always wonder how that decision is kind of made, so to speak. Here's Ava just...
Oh. I know she didn't jump right when she wanted to, but that ended up working out perfectly because she was able to outlast their middle and drop it over.
It wasn't pretty, but it's a point. We'll take it. Lizzie goes to Kinzinger. She's going to come near side down the line. Ooh, Barry, kind of an awkward dig, but all right, ladies, let's talk here. Oh, once again, a little bit of luck, I would think, on that one.
Well, they want a timeout here. They need to bring the net into that timeout because that's what really let them down.
Right, that's right. Need to have a conversation with the net.
Yeah. Do you know where you are? We are the home team.
We're the home team. Well, a couple things there that I kind of noticed. Whenever we see those longer points, as long as it's not that kind of melee at the net, whenever we see longer, kind of rallies between the two teams like that, I feel like that's where real growth can take place, because you're forcing your players to return back to their, if I'm playing the front and it's easy to get out of position after a few points. If you're in the back, it's very easy to edge up, and you're kind of trying to anticipate the next, the next dig you have to make. And so I liked what I saw really from Cornerstone. It seemed like they kind of got back into position. They never really got so far out where they got confused. And sometimes when I see two players going after a ball, it's as much because maybe one of those players is out of position as it is that it's just between them.
Yep.
All right. Well, free point for Calvary. You're welcome, guys. Horns to serve. Lizzie digs that out. Barry's going to just... Oof.
Oh. Right idea off the side of her hand.
Right idea. Those are. I don't... It's been a long time since I've played volleyball, and those are, I think from the back, those are just so hard to get a hold of and find the right angle.
Get it over the net, but not over the back line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just going to dump it. It's a free one for Calvary. They're going to go far side again. Here comes McKenzie.
Oh, that's... I think she got nervous that there was going to be a blocker there, and ended up trying to palm it off to the side instead of swinging through that. And
yeah, almost had a look of surprise on that. Great job by McKenzie to dig that out. That's a tough one. And the lead is now flip-flop back. Calvary with a 1-point lead, 13-12 in set number 2 here. So this, to me, would be another moment we've seen a lot earlier in the season, especially. We've seen, right around the middle of the second set, things can unravel for us.
Yep.
And I'm hoping I'm not... What I'm trying to do, Sean, is I'm trying to say the opposite of what I want to happen.
I'm not sure. I think you're Nostradamus over here.
Yeah.
You're predicting the thing. So.
Well, if I say someone does something well, then the very next time they touch it, I've cursed them.
Yes.
And it goes right in the net.
So start complimenting Calvary.
Yep. So I do see Coach get a little more activated in this game. We kind of talked. He had a little bit of an easier go of it the first game, but now he's like, hey, listen, let's make sure that we're focused on playing positionally, right? And especially in those longer rallies, again, stay in position, work together. Don't get so far, so concerned with any one hit or any one set. I think a lot of times girls they'll carry forward any mistakes they make. If you're a good competitor, a lot of times you'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Almost literally silent here in the gym. Ball's nice play by McKenzie just to kind of... Or did I get that wrong? It was Mountjoy,
Nope,
wasn't it?
You get it.
See, they're switching on me and they're messing me up. Big swing by McKenzie, who's apparently all over the court. Al Britton hits it deep.
There we go.
Great job by McKenzie. I almost caught it.
She's she's going to make sure you remember her name.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, how dare you, sir? How dare you, sir? If I would have been thinking about that, I just would have bumped it right back.
Oh, yeah.
But see.
Well, that was a good sequence. That's what we wanted to see there.
It was. Right idea.
Yeah,
right idea.
It's tough.
Yep.
Those balls that drop right in front of you.
Yeah. And
very difficult to scoop up.
Coach is saying, okay, when you jump, you got to make sure your hands are almost over the net. You got to be meeting that ball right there.
So that's definitely a Maddie Berry thing. Go back, and then just tuck out of the way. And
just at the very last nick of time.
Yeah. I like it. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. I agree. All right, Avery Ibaka to serve. Short serve. Kind of took him by surprise. From the back here from Calvary.
Oh, who got in the net? 8?
I think Maddie might have gotten in.
Oh.
I was watching the ball when he called it.
Yeah, same.
All right. A 2-point lead now for the Calvary Knights. Albritton serves. Nice hit by Allie. Hits the ceiling, but Calvary regroups. Bowles gets it over to... Another tough one to handle.
Yeah, I don't think she expected to be that far back on the free ball, and might have put Mountjoy too much into the net.
Ibaka. Mountjoy to... Ooh, nice block at the net, but good recovery by Allie. She's going to get it back here. Far side dug out by Bowles, who sets up Mountjoy here. Kinzinger again blocked the net, but it still finds its way over.
That's not coming. What? Is that not 4?
It looked like it.
What, they call that first one a block, maybe?
Most likely. Yep.
That definitely looked like 4 hits to me.
Yep.
But
4-point lead now, 18-14. It's set number 2. Riley, Lizzie's just going to bump it over. They're going to set center. Wisely, Cornerstone lets that one go.
Yep. All right. So now we need to get a little traction. Oh, I thought Coach was calling a timeout there. I'm like, that's not the best timing. But
yeah, let's let this play for a minute.
Oh, nice serve.
Wow.
Oh, Baka,
great job by
dig.
Yeah. Great job by Avery. Well, that looked like we were in the net again. Is it just the ball or
close? I don't know, because the ball kind of hit there at the same time and
benefit of the doubt?
Yeah. I think if you don't come down on it, like even if you tap and you don't continue it down, they give a little more grace on those.
Yep. Ibaka, that was a delayed serve. Nice job by Riley just to kind of dump that over. Bowles digs it out to Mountjoy.
Oh,
Lizzie
what
Rogers.
a hit.
Give her the ball.
Exactly. And Reed. Oh, looks like she's heading back on serve.
Yeah,
so unfortunately, she rotated herself to the back row. But
yep. It was a just textbook kill, though. Just nice to watch from this angle.
Oh, that's in. Oh.
Yeah, Coach Morin did not like that one at all.
No, I didn't care much for it either.
I think that might have been... We might have to go back and watch the replay on that one.
Yeah.
Do a timestamp on when this one is. Bowles to Mountjoy to back. Boy, they are all over McKenzie up at the front there.
Yeah.
They're not letting her get away with anything, are they? Nice play. She said, well, heck with you guys. Back to Bowles. A little tip over. Here we go, ladies. Let's set up here. Fish in the front. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's the right play. It was the right play. It just couldn't quite get a hold of it. And Coach once again says, all right, ladies.
Yeah, I haven't done tracking. Is this his first one for the game? I don't remember if we used one yet.
I think so. Just find it interesting how quiet it can get. during
and it's like,
timeouts.
shh, let them talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Just let them gather their thoughts. All right, folks. Well, Cornerstone needs a run here. It's a 4-point lead. They only need 4 to win the match here, so we've got to dig out some unanswered points here.
But we are this game is by no means out of reach.
Mm-mm.
This is
No.
just something where you gotta buckle down and make good plays, and
That's right. Now the Calvary crowd's activating. Nice job by Allie. Good play. We had an opportunity there. Got to set up we got to get our system set up here so we're not just bumping over. Nice big swing by McKenzie. All right, this is better. Back row. So I'm not sure why Allie's setting the back row. She's got hitters up front. Why is she setting back? I guess is my question.
Lizzie's got the hot hand today.
Yeah.
She's been burying it. So. Yeah, that's tough when that just drops, right behind the front row. Not a lot of opportunity for anybody to make a clean play on it.
Yep, I agree. Finley Jackson serving for Calvary. I believe Dan would call that a faux ace, maybe.
Yeah, we got two sets of mitts on it, so I don't know if that.
Yep. It's now match point. Ibaka. Yep. All right. That, folks, will do it.
That's a tough way to finish the match after being neck and neck the whole time to kind of fall apart a little at the end.
Yep, I agree with that. I agree. You think about how many times there was a lead change, especially in that second set. I felt like it kind of went back and forth, but really towards that second half of the second set, once again somehow we had a couple get away from us, and I think to me, Sean, one of the things I'm hoping we start to see as the season continues to progress is this maturity where we're more insulated from those types of situations where I think a younger team like this, we've got a lot of younger players coming up to play varsity. You get a couple points down and it has a bigger effect. I think the team will become more resilient as they get more cycles as a team, as they play more together. But I would say that to me is one indicator of a need for more maturity from the team. Is you have a couple points not go your way, and the whole trajectory can change. Yep. More resilient, more seasoned team would be able to bounce back a little more quickly from that. So that's a good lesson for our team to learn. It just unfortunately most likely comes with an L, not a W.
Yeah, and you learn from the L, and
yes.
And that's an excellent point, because I can point to 3 or 4 matches this season that we were playing better. We had the better team on the court at the moment.
Yep.
And, because you see everybody as a snapshot in time, but we just let things slip away for a second, and then that starts the tumble. And, back to your comment on whoever's smiling is winning. There was not a lot of smiling at the end of that.
Yep, that's right.
That match. So,
well, do you have any? I'm not sure if we can decipher this now.
I would assume that's going to be us.
So we're going to be playing
at 12:30.
A2. Okay, so I think that's right. So I'm going to endorse Sean's recommendation here. So not that he was asking me to do that, but what it looks like to us folks with Calvary coming out 2-0 in the morning set. Cornerstone 1-1 and Depew 0-2. That's going to put Cornerstone as the A pool number 2 team. So they're going to play the B2, the second place finisher in the second pool I don't know exactly precisely who that is, but we will see if we can find out. But what that means for folks tuning in, if you're wanting to watch the afternoon game, that will start around 12:30 p.m. And so what we will do is, and that actually may be...
That's the next game in this gym.
The next game is at 12:30. Is that in the other gym?
No, we're big gym here.
Okay. So they look like
we're
they're
not big gym. We're in the big gym.
We're not big gym. Yeah. I know a couple big gyms. Okay, it looked like they were lining up for a game. That's why I started to get concerned that perhaps we were going to have to relocate quickly. So we'll have to kind of figure out a little bit more of the logistics here. But as I understand it, we should be playing a 12:30 game. And we'll see if we can find out more. But what you can know for sure is when we are getting ramped up for the next game to start at 12:30, we will be back online early so we can give you a warning and get that notification out to you guys. For now, we're going to go see if we can find some more details out for you and take a quick break. So thanks again, everybody, for joining and for supporting Cornerstone Volleyball. This is Eric Hughes for Sean Bull. Bull's kind of sign up for a minute. We'll be back with you guys shortly. Well, welcome back, everyone, to Cornerstone Volleyball. Eric Hughes coming to you live with Mr. Sean Bowles from Calvary Christian Academy. We are a few minutes away from what has become the de facto third place game between the Cornerstone Cyclones and the Donovan Wildcats. Now, we had to clarify that because there's actually two Wildcats teams playing today. I had to walk down and embarrass myself by asking their team who they were. But Cornerstone came out 1-1 this morning, and actually in the other bracket, the B pool, they actually had a three-way tie. So all three teams came out 1-1. Donovan, by some tiebreaker, ended up getting the nod to come play for third place, and we don't know what that is, do we, Sean?
I didn't see it in the program.
Okay.
And I'm assuming there was some backroom dealings.
Yeah.
Smoky, cigar-filled rooms where they determine these things.
Some no limit. Some serious money changed hands, you think?
Exactly. And,
so
I don't know how much money Vegas had on these matches, but
so we're going to give the girls a minute to get warmed up, but this is the 12:30 game for third place. Now, Sean, I know Calvary is going to play. Calvary is the only team out that's undefeated so far in the tournament, so they're going to play at 1:30 for the kind of de facto championship. Do we know who they're playing against?
I believe it's going to be the Dylan Weldon.
Okay.
I was talking to one of their players, trying to get a feel on, how those matches went, and it sounded like they got the tiebreaker.
Okay.
And ended up in first place, but there was a little bit of confusion as we were talking, so take all that with a grain of salt.
Well, I did see, I think, at least one or two Dylan Weldon players sitting down here. So I would think that if you weren't playing in the afternoon matches, you probably would have been making your way home by now. So I'm thinking that Depew and Low Point Washburn were the other two teams that are most likely. So, sorry, there's 6 teams and there's 4 left, right? So I think
they're doing the 5th place match in the small.
Oh, they are? Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking for some reason that there weren't going to be as many matches this afternoon. So, okay. Well,
but yeah, I would, like you said, I would expect to maybe see the team that is going to be playing here opposite Calvary, maybe in the gym watching, since this is where they're going to be, or they're taking the well-needed break and grabbing some lunch and, seeing the sights around Normal, Illinois.
There's a lot. There's not going to be as many here after the corn gets taken out.
Oh,
that's always a big draw, know.
There's plenty to see. Nothing to block your view.
Nothing to block your view. That's right. Yep.
Oh, got a light hit. Giving a little psychedelic in here.
Serious business. Well, so what do we know about the Donovan Wildcats? I've got their schedule up just to give folks an idea. So they're running, according to Max Preps, which again maybe a couple days behind. Donovan, they've got them at 8-11, 3-5 in the River Valley, and just looking at see if there might actually be any teams that we would have played against. I don't see anything yet. I see some teams we know but haven't played against. But they are running pretty close to 500, and so obviously they will most likely give us pretty good competition here.
Yeah, and I haven't kept up on as well as I should on my 1A volleyball divisions.
Mm-hmm.
Is the River Central one of the power divisions?
I don't know. That's a very good question. I do not know that.
Are they the SEC of Mid Illinois 1A?
It's completely feasible. It's completely feasible. And hey, so even though Dan Kinzinger I am not, I can give you at least a short Whitwatch update that I got from him earlier this week. So this is maybe outdated by a day or two, but I got this from him before the game Thursday, and just in the melee of getting the game started, didn't get a chance to read through it. But just in terms of an update on Carson Witt and Whitwatch, Grace swept number 22 Marion last night, 3-0, last night being Wednesday night. So this is going back to the middle of the week. So at that point, they were 11-10. They were playing Indiana Wesleyan next Wednesday. Wesleyan was a number 6 team. Grace is the college, obviously, that Carson Witt is playing at. I don't have any individual stats on Carson, but she obviously has been as a freshman especially, been just doing superior at Grace so far. So when we have a little bit more specific updates on stats for Carson, we'll certainly update the group, but wanted to at least kind of share some updates on Carson and the team. Sounds like they're continuing their success over at Grace.
And then where is Grace? You familiar with it?
I believe it's in Ohio. I do not know exactly where, and this is the point in time where I am reminded that I was going to try to get her dad's number so I could text back and forth with him, but I don't know. I don't know for certain. I'm sure we could go look that up. But girls are lining up here. Donovan, of course, the yellow jerseys on the far side. Your Cyclones, thankfully, are on the near court here, so we'll have a little better view of them this game. And this would be, again, am I correct in saying this is the third place match, or no?
This is the third place match.
Okay.
We're playing for the bronze.
And we'll take it. We'll take it. Here they come.
And it looks like Donovan is fielding a large team. They've got looks like they've got a full complement of 12, 13 girls over there.
Yeah, you're right. They do. They've got 5, if I'm counting them right, 5 subs. No, they got more than that. They got a couple of gals taking stats down there that jerseyed up, so they got enough to play 2 full teams. We do not. We've got 2 whole subs
we do.
today.
We just sent one team away. Sent them to Champaign.
That's right.
To bring back glory from Judah Christian.
I don't know if anybody, if you've been able to get any updates.
I have not.
I haven't been in touch with our JV crew. We should look to see if we can find out how they're doing. Trying to think who would reach out to. Who's over there?
I'm just gonna hit the big group me and spam that.
There you go. Well, I will have no excuses in terms of the making out players here since they're so close. All right, folks, we are ready to go. Riley Mountjoy will get us started in this third place match of the Calvary Christian Invitational.
All right, I think that was the right idea, trying to catch us with the quick pop over, but the net was our friend that time.
Troy's big arcing serve there. Bulls up front. Big swing.
Oh,
couldn't quite make it.
Got it coming down.
Yeah.
So, hit it at the wrong angle, sent it flying.
Here's a quick question. When did whistles become... I don't remember them when I was playing ball. I don't remember them being so incredibly loud.
Whistle technology has come a long way.
Wow, that was a big swing.
Yeah.
By number 10. That is Layla Lou Walters, a senior from Donovan. That was impressive. That's going to be something to watch.
There's not much of a run up there either. She just went up and smacked it.
Something to watch.
Yeah, we're going to want to keep it out of her hands. That ball had a lot of backspin on it. Watching it come off Maddie's hands, just rolled right up her arms.
Here comes McKenzie. Good placement on that.
There we go.
Well done. All right. Yeah, so
All
far.
right, looks like we got a missed assignment on the libero tracking. We got Becky Bowles heading to her station.
She gets extra pay for that, doesn't she?
You know,
Nice block by Hughes.
It's it's more than a car payment, but less than a mortgage. So I mean, we make it work.
You just do the best you can, you know. You just do the best you can. Bowles, really nice serve, man. Goodness.
Oh man, I know Lizzie really wanted to just smack that one back down. Just didn't time it quite right.
Yep. Oops, sorry about that. Walters back to serve for Donovan. Short. Okay, so once again, luck on our side at the net there. Ibaka is going to check in for Hughes, and Maddie Fisher's going to check in for Maddie Berry.
Maddie for Maddie. It's a rule. You can't have two on the court at the same time.
I think that might be a rule. Nice serve, short serve.
All right.
So, yeah, I feel like there's just I can't tell how things are. We haven't had a lot of play.
No,
So far, it's just a lot of serves and kind of maybe just not a lot of back and forth to assess, kind of how the teams really match up yet.
Yeah, and we're both coming off, the matches. Oh, nice. Way to get up there, Allie.
Yeah, Allie's calling for it. She's like, give me that back. Near side. Good job by Bowles. Got it on the ceiling. Yeah, that stinks.
That's a killer there. Just enough to change the direction from where Mountjoy was waiting for the ball.
That was frustrating, when you see that. You see a girl just run over and hustle so hard to get to the ball, made diving save, and it hits the ceiling and just big fat ruins it.
Yeah.
No matter how much effort they put into it. Just off camera is Allie Kinzinger to serve for the Cyclones, who have a 1-point lead, 6-5 so far in set number 1. Far side big swing from there. Outside hitter. Here comes Lizzie.
Yeah, didn't quite have the height she wanted there. Needed to pull a little something off it.
Yeah. That's a really nice heads-up play. Madeline Loy for Donovan. Just kind of dumps it right over the blocker's hands.
Oh, looks like maybe the libero tracker wasn't needed, so
okay.
Kids will go hungry this evening. That's a by-the-job kind of paycheck.
It really is. It's like
no salary there.
The kids will. It was just like the other day when, I don't remember, Allie didn't do her twirly gig, and Dan said, well, she will go to bed without dinner.
Yes. As it should be.
Lizzie just kind of knocks it back row there. Another good heads-up play. That's that same player, Madeline Loy. Just we gotta catch that now. We've seen it twice.
All right, so seems like they keep giving and taking away there.
That's right. Here's Lizzie Rogers to serve.
Oh, caught a little edge there.
Yeah.
Heard that squeak.
Blew a tire. So, coach is trying to figure out what they're calling. She's calling us.
allowed a freebie, I thought.
Yep. Up.
I don't know what it's actually called, but
now the up official called that a side out. Lizzie threw the ball up in the air and then just kind of had a slip of her foot and just let the ball drop.
Yeah, never touched it. I mean, she got in front of it because she was falling forward, but.
So, officials are just going to talk it over.
All right. I think they got the right call there.
Yep. I agree with that. I mean, it's in our favor, but I do think if that would have happened on the other side, I would have thought the same.
Yeah.
It just seemed like she just needed another shot at it. Nice serve. Far side. Oh, goodness.
that's tough. We
Yeah.
That's kind of been one of our weaknesses all season is that back row and not respecting it completely.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't know enough to say we need to be playing back further or need to be playing these tips or it's a tough game.
Yeah, it really is. Every game I learn something new, and it makes me realize it's a very complex game. It's way more complex than I thought, especially if you start to look at all the substitution and the libero rules.
Oh yeah.
We kind of joke about it, but it's really a thing. It's a very, very complex game.
Yeah, with my wife being the libero tracker, I picked up some of that a lot quicker than I think I would have just watching the game.
Riley's tying her shoe. I meant to ask you, by the way. For folks that are online watching, I'm a kind of I run hot kind of a guy. I feel like I'm always warm. I always got a fan running, and I'm just sitting here thinking, you might be just freezing over there. Are you okay with this fan running?
I'm all good.
Now that it's 2 games in, thought I'd ask you.
The icicle's on my nose.
Good attempt at the block up front. Just kind of squeaked over.
Yeah, you can't see this at home, but I am in my beachwear, shorts and a T-shirt, and Eric is in a full suit, as is his way.
Yeah. Yep, since I'm never on camera, actually, I think I walked by it.
Oh, that was beautiful. They did not see that one coming.
I don't think I can get away with that one. I think I walked by the camera earlier, so I probably can't. But that would, that would probably. You showed up in a full suit, people would be like, "Oh, someone important."
You are
here.
A broadcaster.
Yeah, you are. Yes, I am a Don't you see my broadcaster's tie?
Yes. I have a parole meeting right after this.
Here comes Bulls.
Nice hit.
Placement. Well done. Well, I had said earlier, with Lizzie, give Lizzie the ball. I would say it's the same thing. I think Mackenzie's just had really good placement all morning. She always seems to find that spot on the, whether it's going down the near side if she's on the left side or going across court. She always seems to find.
Real nice dig. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that's
but
perfect.
Lizzie
great work by Lizzie.
This number 10 is just and then she comes up with the left hand and just dinks it into the little hole. That's some heads-up play by number 10 on Donovan.
Yeah, but
Donovan, yeah.
Donovan. But give credit to Lizzie. That was a really, really tough dig. And also credit, I believe, was it Riley that got over and got another hand on it?
Yeah, impressive. All right, yeah, the girls are being real conscious to put their hands up on a muffed.
Here's Hughes in front.
Nice.
Just kind of slaps at it.
Nice. Nice. She got a 2-for-1 there.
That's right. We'll take that. Yeah, we've talked about the upfront play and it's difficult because volleyball, it's not a contact. You're not in contact directly with the other team, but you still have to show that aggression. You have to be able to get up front like that into the net and get a hand on it.
Yeah, and definitely seen Ava improve on that. Really get up and challenge everything coming from the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, we've kind of talked about just how much fun we kind of dream about. What would it be like to play college ball? And one of the things I told her is, might want to talk to coach about getting the opportunity to do some more hitting. As a middle blocker like that, her primary assignment obviously is defensive. But what I like to see is, especially Riley Mountjoy does a really great job. Riley sets everyone. She's very unpredictable, and I like that about Riley's play because we've got you always want to go to your heavy hitters. You got those usual suspects. You're gonna be setting to because they deliver offensively. But I like that Riley is willing and able, right, to be again a little bit hard to read in terms of where she's going with her sets. And I think that gives us an advantage on the offensive side. But those middle blockers have got to be ready.
Yeah, it definitely does, and it helps to, kind of wear out the opposing middles.
That was in.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it till they called it because I didn't want them to overhear us, but it was definitely in.
Quiet. That was
But those middles, they've got to move side to side and be up, regardless of who's hitting. And I think when you spread it around, you really get them working side to side and maybe wanting them to get up a little less.
Yep. Here's Maddie Berry. Kind of an awkward set, just the way the ball was placed. Boy, Lizzie's still doing a great job of digging those out.
Yeah.
Those are so hard to get to.
That's tough. They're got to challenge all those because she's got just too strong a swing to let go unchallenged.
Great idea.
Nice tap.
Really smart play by Ellie Kinzinger like that. That was great. Just gives it just tucks it over the blocker's hands. You mentioned that too. That's a really good point about number 10 for Donovan, who is Walters. She's getting a lot of elevation, so her kills they're coming straight down.
Yeah.
And so to your point, that just elevates the need to get your defense right in her face up at the net versus trying to dig those out. Nice play by Mountjoy, just kind of tip it over there.
Oh,
Lizzie's going to hit that one too far.
Yeah.
She knew that. Once again, coming right off the hand. She's like, oh, darn it. Now her parents are not here, so I can't say for sure whether she will get dinner. But I think I do think that's more of a twirly gig thing than a I just hit it too hard.
Yeah.
Should get another shot at it. There we go.
Nice. Little help from the net there, but she had the right angle either
That's right.
way.
Took a little off that just at the right time.
Going back a couple plays where Allie just tipped it over, went up, and then popped it over. They had one blocker up against her. So she saw hey, there's a big open spot there, because like I said, that middle's not wanting to go back and forth every time.
Ibaka, short serve. Wow.
Oh. That was a nice play. Maddie was up and ready for it, and they just kind of changed the angle and took it over to the open spot.
It was almost like, I don't know how she hit that almost on the side because it changed direction.
Yeah, I'm guessing it might have just been a, deflection play. Tough to see because we had Maddie blocking our view.
Nice block there at the net. Great job by
recovery.
Great job by Fisher to keep it alive. Wow.
Oh.
Just
that's some good hustle all around.
Really is.
Yeah,
I like see Allie over there. Good job, team. Yeah, I like the encouragement there. Like those can go either way if you put in so much effort like that. The ball hits the ground, you're like, shoot.
Yep.
But this is it's good to see that effort. Kinzinger off the block. Wow. So I noticed that once you made mention that, Sean, that, I think I'm seeing a lot more single blocking from the other team on the other side of the net, and so it's interesting to think like how we're playing against that. Just bumped over by Allie. Near side, just going to go down the line. Nice job by Ibaka. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she read that. She was looking this way, and then tipped it the other way.
Well, that seems to be like one of them. She's done that at least 3 times now. So, number 13 for Donovan, she's got a real beat on that. She knows when to employ that tactic.
Oh, nice.
Nice job.
Yeah, love to see that. The set from the other team that you just get anytime you can slap it down in front of the 10-foot line, it's got to feel great.
Yeah. Just kind of tapped it down, helped it to the ground. Donovan's going to come far side into the net.
All right, and all of a sudden we got ourselves a game.
1 point deficit now with Allie Kinzinger back to serve for your Cornerstone Cyclones. 18-17 in set 1. Good dig out by number 10. Bacchus gets it to Mountjoy. Lizzie just goes down the line. That was a nice, smart play. Kinzinger, really nice big swing from that back line. Nice hit by McKenzie. That was great. Just the
perfect.
right amount, you know.
Yeah.
She just didn't hit it too hard, but she got the right angle. Just made it a really tough play for their back line to get to. That's one of those where it kind of hits you right around your gut. You're like, I don't know what to do with that. If you're me, I'm just already on the ground. Like, tie ball game here.
Oh, good recovery. Nice idea there, getting it to the back row.
All right, so got a chance to get in system here and get set up with our hitters. Here we go. Lizzie's just been on. Oh, shoot. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough play. Like, that would just, if I'm looking at that, Maddie's almost back to the net and the ball's coming at her. She's just got to get a hand up at it. It's a tricky play. Bowles digs it out. Lizzie's just going to bump it near side here.
Oh, good dig.
Baca just kind of arcs it over. Near side, that's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that's good thing coach is watching.
It's good smart play,
his head
though.
off.
Good smart play by the Cyclones here. They're taking good care of the ball. They're making really good choices, I think, offensively. I feel like they just keep changing things up. All right, Lizzie.
Yeah.
That's trouble.
Oh, that's a virtual ace right there.
Yeah.
They never had control of that.
No. Nope. All right. I'd like to see Lizzie let's just serve another 5 in a row here. How about that?
I'd like that.
Ooh, right. Make it 4.
I know they see it better than I do, but that did not look like a sure thing I'm calling out. I think that was more of a, I hope it's out because I'm not close to it.
No, I heard Lizzie call it, and I thought, well, if she sees it, then...
Oh.
Now they played it.
Nice.
Looked like that might have been going out.
Oh,
Nice
big
block
block.
at the net. Fisher and
that's
Bowles
nice.
up front.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who got their hand on it, but both good effort on both of their parts just to put up that wall.
You know, if I've got to guess, it's the girl who's got a foot on Mackenzie. We'll credit Fisher with the block, but the good effort for the both of them.
That's right. Great job.
Nice. Twirly gig. Let's
There we
do
go.
it.
I like that. See how she just kind of changed that up? She's like, yeah, I'm just going to go far side with that. And it was very inadvertent. Like normally, the server might set up on the other side of the court, or might just very intentionally kind of head for another area. But she just kind of maybe threw it up and just maybe hit it a different way. But to me, I thought she was going near court all along.
Yeah, she's definitely got them guessing on where the ball's going, and I think they're suffering a little bit of the insecurity. They've let a couple hit the ground that shouldn't have, and now I think they're wondering how they're going to dig out of this hole.
Yeah. Just another 2 points will bring Cornerstone set number 1 here in the third place match at the Calvary Christian Invitational. Playing against Donovan here, the Donovan Wildcats.
A friend of mine played collegiate volleyball at, what's the one in Decatur?
Milliken.
Yeah, and her daughter plays at Hayworth, so
Okay.
over the summer she's like, come on, push 2. I'm like, push 2? What are you talking about? She's like, we need 2 more points, push 2.
Push 2.
So right now, push 2.
There we go, push 2. I like it. Is that just when it's 2 points, or can you say it anytime?
Anytime you want. That push 25 doesn't quite have the same ring, but
Great dig by Lizzie, and good play by McKenzie just to get it over. So that one just
I think
snuck
Allie
in.
was there. I think Allie recognized it. It just, she did not think it was in.
Mm-hmm. Baca just came off her hand a little weird. Coach stood up. He's going to talk it over.
Yeah.
That's smart too, because we've got momentum in our direction. And I don't know if you noticed this, John, but I feel as if there are a couple times in the last game we played where I kind of mentioned against Calvary, like we were just kind of it just seemed like we were unsettled and we're just kind of
kind of running around, and I didn't feel like we were settled in our game. I think this entire set so far, the girls have been they've seemed just very relaxed, just having fun playing, and they're not kind of holding on to those mistakes like sometimes we'll see. And we talked at the end of the last game about, this idea of this maturity of having the ability to have some more, persistence whenever you have those mistakes. Mm-hmm. So far this game, they've been really relaxed. I've not seen any of that.
And that kind of shows up when coach calls a timeout and only uses 20 seconds of it. He's not saying, here's the plan for us to get to victory. Relax, finish the game, play your game.
That's a really good observation, right? Sometimes it's not about talking through strategy. It's just, hey, let's just reset here, everybody.
Yep.
You can't quite see Maddie Berry, but she is back here waiting to serve.
Oh, nice serve.
I didn't know if that one was going to make it over. Good block at the front by Hughes. Oh, wow, that hit deep.
Yeah, I don't know if they realized they had the block there and had another hit to give.
Allie tried to flat foot that one and just
came off the side of the hand there.
Well, I'll try to say this without any bias, Sean. I really like what I'm seeing from Hughes. She's really just going after their main hitters there and just getting up in their face. So
I would have to agree. There was a lot of. All right. Whew. Not sure I would have let that one go,
No.
But again, they have a much better view than I do.
That's
Everybody
right.
does, and I am a man of advanced years with my aging eyes.
Oh, I know I've got you age-wise.
I don't know.
Not that you have to say that on the broadcast. Are you one of the? Some people get a little sensitive about it. Oh no, I'm same.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I will be in a few months.
Okay, so I got you by a few. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll get the next one in July. So maybe it's about a year ish. I love how we're being all cryptic. Everyone online's like, nobody cares how old you are.
Yes, nobody cares how old. We know. We watch. We hear your bones creak when you walk. There is no
Right.
mystery there.
That's right.
I'm sure my father-in-law, who's listening now, is screaming exactly how old I am. I know how old he is.
Hey, look, the way I look at it, I'm happy I've made it this far.
Absolutely.
The stupid mistakes I've made. I was one of those, most kids that just think that they're completely invincible when they're young. That persisted with me well past the age that it should have. When I should have wised up and said, no, you should probably start to not act like a child.
Yes, I am one of those that married life kept me alive.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's just really crazy. I would say I've said that many times. Dan and I, when we're at home, he'll do the spouse cam, which I'm sure is met with great joy by our Sarahs. Or both of our spouses are named Sarah. But I've said on many occasions that I've heard people talk about the patience of Job. I know that's just like a saying, but if you actually want to see it in action, just watch any encounter between my wife and I before 8 a.m. because I'm a wake up and get at it, like I'm just ready for people. And Sarah she needs coffee in a minute.
Yeah, needs a little time.
She needs some time, and I respect that.
So my mother-in-law just texted me to let me know her age and that she still doesn't need glasses. So thank you, Karen, for bringing that up. Glad you could be part of the conversation.
Well, it's proof that someone out there is listening. And yeah, I'm glad now that I didn't announce. Although I think on one other broadcast we announced, Dan and I said how old we were because I said I'm older than you. He was like, no way. I've got him by like 5 years, I think. So, which seems to be more often these days. Sean, I don't know if you've noticed that, but I feel like, as it should, every passing year, I'm like, oh, I'm older than more people in the room now.
Yes.
Every year there's a higher propensity that I'm going to be the old guy in the room. So that's all right. All right, we are set for set number 2. Cornerstone, 25 points from earning third place here in the tournament. Let's see if they can keep this momentum up.
Oh, they never gave the libero the get-go.
No, there just seems to be. It's almost like, I'm not saying this like I'm an expert at this, but it's almost like you watch the guys in the stock market. They're walking back and forth. They're having all these conversations. They're brokering deals. I look over there whenever they're getting ready to start the set, and I'm always dumbfounded as to what exactly they're talking about.
He was saying, I already got Lizzie's autograph. You're going to have to get your own.
That's right. He did catch her. That's really funny.
Oh.
That's a
that
tough
one. That one kind of caught her in between. Had her platform set up, came in, neck high, and then switching it up.
Yep. Those are always tough.
Zone. Yep.
Those are always tough. Liz is going to dig that out for Riley. Nice. Big swing by Ali up front. Wow.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's get it settled down. Let's not get into the net front maelstrom.
I like that. Net front maelstrom. I like that. Wow. And that's another reason why you want to play smart offensively, so that you're ready for when it switches over, right? Because if you kind of have that melee at the front, and then the ball ends up on her hands, she's gonna put it on the ground every time unless you're ready to defend it. Allie's just gonna have to bump this back over there.
Change the direction on it. Okay, big hitter. Oh,
well. Credit to Riley. She got a hand on it.
Yeah, and got it popped up a little. I think it just deadened a little bit more than she was expecting.
It was more of a just defense than actually trying to redirect the ball. Speaking of which, we're having some trouble here.
Yeah. You want maybe one more point? Might want to see a timeout.
I was going to say friendly wager. I was going to say one more point. I bet she calls it if we end up losing this point.
Well, all us coaches in the broadcast booth are on the same page.
That's right. That's right. I mean, that's what I'd do. As if anybody cares.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd say to them. Yeah. Hey, girls, do you think you could do better? Yes? Okay, then do better.
Go do better. Be better at sports ball. That Number 3 for Donovan. Her name is Piper Michael, I think is her last name. And it's interesting to see if you've seen her. If she scores a point, she does this little. She jumps in the air, and we need to stop her from doing that. Unfortunately, as much as it's nice to see the joy.
Well, now I want to see it, but I want to see it when we're winning. 24 to now 6.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so just time to settle down here, settle in. I feel like we just need to get control of our game here.
Oh, that one spun right off her hands. That's a tough server. She flubbed her first serve up last time, and so didn't really get to see the power there. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Coach says, all right, folks, that's 2 in a row. Let's go. Let's dig these out here.
There we go.
Now we're back.
Oh, good.
Smart play.
Yeah.
Hughes got a hand on it. Now Joy's going to come over for Lizzie. Just dumps it over the blocker's hands. That was smart, too.
Yeah. 20 was ready for it.
Yeah, that looked like 2 hits to me. Coach had his hand up to the up official, like, hey, hit that twice, didn't we?
And that one looked a little bit carry-ish.
Great job.
All right, in the net. 2 hits. All right. As is the way, Maddie comes off for Maddie to not run afoul of IHSA rules.
the 2 Maddie rule.
Yes.
Here's Avery Ibaka.
Oh, nice.
Just barely floats it over. Allie just going to pop it to the backside there. Oh.
Oh. All right, good. Everybody's okay. Looked like Lizzie dove across and might have caught Mackenzie at the ankles, but
That's another one of those plays where you see Maddie Fisher at the front. She's got to make a call, and it's not a bad decision to try to get a hand on it, right? She probably looks up, doesn't see anyone around, but those are just split second. It's almost it's hard to communicate. By the time you say something, you already could have made a play, and those are tough scenarios.
Yeah, we got lucky there. That wasn't out by much, and we had once again lost our back row.
Yep.
Nice serve.
Yeah, nice deep serve by Allie. Wow.
Oh.
Those are frustrating. That wasn't it wasn't the wrong decision, just the wrong outcome.
And I don't mind the popping it right over to see if they're ready for it, but once it comes back that second time, yeah, she probably should have just let that ball drop.
Yep.
Because she... That's, well, unfortunately, that's the second worst serve we've seen today.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. 11-4, Cornerstone trails now. After getting a free point. Smart play, nice job up front, just dumps it over. Maddie Fisher kind of floats it over, and Bowles, big swing. Nice job,
big
Fisher.
Block by Fisher.
Good play here. Yeah, I really like what I'm seeing from Maddie up front.
All right, we outlasted him. Yep.
Solid play by Maddie Fisher, both offensively and defensively. Blocking, just good placement of the ball. Just try to tip instead of trying to get so much power.
Yeah. Oh, and she was solid. I mean, those are big swings, and to just put them right back on their court, that's impressive.
Yep, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah. Ava wants that back. Coach says,
Yeah.
don't just stick a hand out. You got to shift over.
Yeah, I think she thought she could just smack it back down. And
it's kind of like, you make a decision about what you're going to do based on where the ball is at versus where it's going.
Yeah.
Sometimes, right? You know what I mean? It's almost like your brain kind of just has to decide at the time, and it just the computation isn't quite done yet. Oh, let's see if we can get there.
Oh, yeah.
Barry just dives. Maddie Barry will dive. She is. I'm really always impressed how she just goes after everything.
Yeah, she was off camera. The ball was actually out in the back parking lot, and she's still diving for it. So, no quit.
To her credit.
Yes.
To her credit. Wow, good hustle to get that back in play. Hughes once again. Now, see, I see her kind of. She kind of looks that way. I saw Ava put her head up like, shoot. But I don't. That again, it's the right behavior.
Yeah, she went up. They had a battle at the net.
Yeah.
She lost. She went to put it back over, and it was too far down. I don't know. There's anything to hang your head about there.
Yeah. 15-5 in favor of Donovan. This is going to go way up high.
Yep.
Ceiling's going to get that one. So one thing I'll mention, Sean. So I know Dan would mention in other broadcasts where it's interesting to see how to me, I thought the first set was pretty evenly matched. I thought that it was, wasn't completely lopsided. And, then we find ourselves down by 9, right? And I'm just kind of trying to figure out, like, what's the calculus there? How do we kind of have such a strong first set, and then second set we come out and we're really struggling to even kind of control the ball and get ourselves set up? That one I'm not sure I can make sense of.
I just think we're stacking errors. It's we're letting the little things compound into big things, and
This one's trouble. They're going to just have to swing at this one. Dump it over.
There we go.
Once
Nice.
again,
That's real nice.
we'll take that point. I think Ava, once again, just maybe just needs to time that jump just a little bit differently. I felt like she almost went up early and was coming back down.
Yeah.
A little before she wanted to.
Well, and I think as she develops, she'll end up getting, taking a step back and realizing that short set's coming and be able to get a step and really slam into that one.
Yeah. Mackenzie Bowles with the extended twirly gig.
Yeah.
It was like in the huddle, then she came out and said, I'm just going to do a little more.
Now you celebrate till the ball's back in your hands.
That's right. Why not? Wow.
Oh, big block by Hughes.
Got another hand on it. Kinzinger's going cross court to Lizzie, who's just going to hit that out.
Oh, just a hair out of her reach.
Yeah.
Which is really a shame because that side was wide open.
Yeah.
They had everybody cheating over to this side.
Yeah, Allie had a really good look cross court. It was, again, really good idea to set her up. All right, good communication there. I was hoping Lizzie wasn't going to take a swing at that too. Barry. Mountjoy sets up Lizzie.
There we go. Yeah, we got single blockers here, so she, Oh, I didn't realize that came over the net. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that was confusing to me. I'm wondering if that's what Ava thought, because it looked like it landed almost right in front of her. That was a strange play. Hughes up front, just got to, kind of bump it over. That was a weird angle. Mountjoy sets up Allie. She's got a tough angle on that.
Cross court, though. Oh, yep, we got caught cheating up there.
Well, it's an
That's
11
tough.
point.
I don't know. Some of the things you know how to correct, but it's tough because they've been tipping like crazy and getting us cheating up, and then credit to them putting it back row then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's a lift.
I will take that
Didn't
one.
matter. It was in the net, but
Yeah, but I feel like
I don't think you can have a hit without a sound and have it be legal.
probably more than shouldn't that be? Oh, I was thinking that should be 10, but I think that's right. 19-9, 10-point deficit. I feel like more than I'd like to admit of those 9 points are just errors on the other team's part. We've not generated the offense we did in the first set, that's for sure.
No.
Bowles just has to dig that out from the ground almost.
Yeah, it definitely came in short.
Just, wow, made its way through everybody's hands there. Luckily.
So, there's probably, never say never, but probably not going to come away with a win in this set. I'd like to see the girls start to get back in system and get some positive points here and have something to build on so that we can really take it to them on the set to 15.
100%. Yep, I agree. Lizzie's going deep, too deep. Yeah, she knew it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I wonder when you decide that, in a game like this where, you're down by 11 and you just start to say, okay, well, we're already just going to maybe concede this and we're going to use the rest of the set to regroup, right?
And I don't know if there's ever that conscious thing. I'm just thinking from a coach's mentality, you just want to see them build on something positive.
Yeah. Yep. But the momentum has definitely shifted here in the last few minutes. It's going straight up in the air. We're just going to have to bump that one over too. So yeah, like you said, we getting into system has completely eluded us here.
Yeah.
As of late.
And it's not the it's not overpowering hits that are doing it or anything. It's been tips and misplays.
Yep. I think those are the things that maybe get in our heads a little bit. You know, if you're being outplayed, that's already a kick in the gut. But when you feel like a lot of it's just stuff maybe we're not doing well, we're not executing the way that we know we can, that's almost more frustrating because, you know, it's kind of more on you than anything.
Well, and I know that's what frustrates Coach more than anything is the inconsistency. You know, we won, you know, and we were all in system last game and doing really well, and now, you know, we're on the tail end of it.
Yep. Nice serve.
Yeah, we got an ace there. All right. Little half-hearted, but I understand the game situation.
It's just checking the twirly gig box. You know, it's like, okay, I better do this because I want to eat tonight. You know, like that's got to be part of it. I want to get supper. Another nice serve. Wow.
Oh, another ace. All right.
That was 2 very nice serves in a row. See if Lizzie has a few more.
12 more?
We'll take 12. I'll take 12 more. Yeah. That would be something, though, wouldn't it?
That would be incredible.
No, they're going to get this one over.
Nice, Lizzie.
Out.
Yep.
All right. Well, still got some life in us here.
And this is kind of the positivity, you know, we're looking for. That's,
yeah, that's right.
You know, Lizzie's serving kind of got them on their back foot and giving them questions about what they can and can't do. And
Bowles. Big swing. Nope. Gotta communicate, ladies. That was good. Kinsey just pushes it deep there.
Yeah, got to be careful in the back row. If you leave your feet, there's a chance you'll get called for an attack, even if you're just tapping it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, now it's 10 more. I mean, stranger things, Sean. Stranger things. Just Fisher up front. Oof. Nice dig by Allie. Keep that one alive. Talk, ladies, talk. This will be a free one. Mountjoy's going to come back to Bowles near side. Big swing. Oh. Nice job by McKenzie. She's going to get the call again. She's going to just kind of knock it.
Just keep repeating this.
Yeah.
Oh, nice tip
nice
by
placement.
Maddie.
Yeah. All right, set up again, ladies. Set up, set up. Bowles getting the call again. It's good, though. It's good.
Yeah,
we're playing better ball.
Hit it to somebody else. That libero's got her number. Oh.
But you know, that's again seeing that it's consistent play. I mean, and I don't mean that to sound like predictable, but I mean, you know, it's good to see she's getting it locked in terms of where she wants to go with the ball, and she's not hitting too hard. She's not trying to go so far over the net.
Right there, she tried to murder the ball.
Yeah.
and you see the result.
Well, because I was talking about it, it's my fault. It's my fault. I'll be in the car. I'll be in the car. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take it to a third set here. It's a race to 15, so we're in the final stretch here.
I've never seen him dial back the scoreboard like that.
It's going back in time. All right, so Lizzie's going to run out. Lizzie just ran out like there was a fire in the building, knocking stuff off the walls.
Off the wall, yeah. That was a cartoon-like exit. Just papers flying everywhere.
All right, so knowing what you know from beginning of the season to today, the history, how the team typically plays in second, third sets, how are you feeling about set number 3 here and taking home third place?
I've seen nothing from the Wildcats that makes me think they can't finish this strong and take this home.
Yep. Yeah.
Like I said, we just need to get back into our system, do what we're trying to do,
Yeah.
and put them on the back foot.
Yeah.
Get them questioning what they're doing.
Yeah, I agree. I feel most of the season, my analysis, for whatever you want to call it, has been we don't need to just clobber the ball. We don't need to have any magic happening. We just need to play our game, get the ball over the net, play consistently. And the other thing I've talked about throughout the whole season is just to not get like, you need to be emotionally obviously invested. It's a sport. You're trying to win. It's all that. But I mean, I think sometimes we just get too in our heads.
Yeah.
And whatever you have, bad play, get a couple bad points in a row. We just need to learn how to shake that off a little bit better. And so I'll be really interested to see. I honestly think the first maybe 5 or 6 points to me pretty much dictates what's going to happen here. If we end up close, then it could go either way. But I mean, it probably sounds like an assumption, but I think if you fall behind by more than 3 or 4 points here early, then I just feel like our game will just flattens out. Which I hope I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong, but that kind of seems to be historically what happens. Is if we get a bad start to a set, it spells, most likely that we're not going to end up winning that one. So again, I like to be wrong as much as I would not like to admit it. In this case, I'll be happy to be wrong. All right. Metro sets up Kinzinger. She's going to go cross court.
All right.
Just kind of dumps it over.
Oh.
Now, good effort by Lizzie. Tried to salvage that one. That was a tricky play.
That Donovan Libero has been solid. There's not a not flashy. She hasn't had to hit the ground a lot, but just very consistent. Good passing up to the. Oh, yep.
Yeah,
back her into
tough.
the net. Yeah, that's.
Boy, that was a really great dig by McKenzie back there. To see that coming off that kill attempt,
I don't know if she hit it, if the other player hit it, or if it was a fake out play as it was coming over the net. It was very confusing to watch from here, but. Oh, nice tip. Okay, and got him in the net.
Right. We'll take that.
Yeah, that was nice. It, I know it's not how you drew it up, but
that's right.
She followed that ball, tipped it over, and got the whole team scrambling to get it.
That's right. McKenzie serves. Nice serve by McKenzie. Good grief.
Oh.
No, that's not what you want.
No. And caught us a little flat-footed there, hitting it off the pass.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of high arcing serve there. Nice play by Allie. They're going to get her. She said, but I tried so hard.
Yeah. Did you not see my tippy toes?
Yeah. Allie's just going to walk over, just validate.
Yeah.
What hit?
Yeah.
Tell me what hit.
Did you? She's saying there, yeah, you were under. No, I wasn't. You can't tell from up there. I was doing so good. No.
I'll get your autograph too.
Oh. Now Ellie's getting yelled at because she was not the captain and was talking to the officials.
Well, okay. Is there a hard and fast rule on that? Like, do not speak? Or is it just... It didn't look like she was really challenging the play necessarily. Just looked like she was...
Yeah, I'm not certain. I think they have those rules in place. I know, just from my background in hockey, that you can be assessed a penalty if you send somebody up other than the captain or alternate captain to speak to the officials, because they're the designated ones that are supposed to do it.
Gotcha. I always wondered that, and it's probably not a conversation for this very moment, but I know in hockey, I know there's a captain and there's alternates, and I never understood what the alternates were for.
It's so you typically we'll have somebody on the ice that can speak to the official.
If captain's not off for shift. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay. Oh, good effort by Avery just to try to get in there.
That was tough. Rolled off 2 blockers and just died.
Well, early lead here for Donovan, 6-2. This one won't make it, so we'll take the free point.
Yep, and Allie's been serving well today. Let's see that continue.
That's right. Nice serve.
Wow. Ace.
Wow.
That's a well-entered one. Nobody touched that.
That was, yeah. And I think, honestly, I'll say this. I think Allie needed that one. I think with the way things have gone today, she's played well, but I think she was just frustrated, by that net call. And, she's just a competitor. And so
get a little alley drive.
That's fantastic. I hope her dad saw that one. Ooh, that one's trouble.
All right. So,
just like that, folks.
They're getting a little loose on their side. And,
that's right.
Hopefully we can capitalize and get a good chunk of the way towards 15 here.
Allie, another solid serve. Fisher just gets a hand on it. Those are tough plays. Coach is like, hey, just fling it up in the air. If anything, right? Just give us the advantage of time to try to get underneath it.
Yep.
Now we're out of position here. Nice strike by Lizzie. There's that same play.
Yep, I think we got that one figured.
Yeah, we caught that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to a 2-point lead, but I'm liking what I'm seeing the past couple points, though. Honestly, I thought when we started the set, honestly, Sean, I was pretty like, this doesn't look good. This doesn't bode well, but I feel like we kind of came back to life here a couple points ago. Let's see if we can continue it. Allie's just going to have to bump this over right down the line there. Nice job by Fisher to play it back over.
Oh, I thought we had that figured. And
that one's a tough one.
Did the super soft touch there.
Yeah. I mean, that was just really, really solid placement. Just tough one to defend. This is coming to Allie. She's going to get it up to Riley. Oh, right idea, Riley. Yeah, that's a smart idea. That was she's going for the. Dan talks a lot about how well Carson Witt plays that. Allie does a good job with it too. Just dump it over and surprise. Nice block at the front.
That's a good idea. I'm glad she just didn't try to smack it back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Lizzie.
Oh,
a lot of power on that. Goodness. All right, let's get set up here, ladies. Fisher up front. Nice placement right in the donut there. Mountjoy's going to go back to Lizzie. Well, we're going to keep playing it. I'm not sure.
Guess they're calling a block there.
Okay.
Not sure there was a block had, but
I'm not sure I understood that. I didn't think they had a hand on that. That just hit the net and came back.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot. I think the officials assume a block and let them play on. We've had some that are really, really good about calling it, but
Yep. We're down to our last three here, folks. 12-6 in favor of Donovan here. The Wildcats are on a roll here. Ibaka. Mountjoy just dumps it over. Try to go for that surprise again. Allie read that play well. Nice block by Fisher, excuse me. A little free ball here for... Wow. Big swing. Big swing. I was a little surprised, John. I guess there hasn't been a huge momentum shift, but I was kind of surprised maybe not to see Coach call a timeout and say, hey, let's talk it over. Of course, he's the expert. I don't I don't know what the criteria is, but
Yeah, I've noticed he's less on the timeouts this year. He's letting the girls, and I wonder if that's a concerted effort of letting the girls know nobody's coming to save you. You got to figure this out, and you gotta finish these games. You gotta do what you need to do.
Match point here.
Oh.
And we're going to get and that's going to do it, folks. Just like that. As soon as I said it, it happened.
Yeah,
so
that's Nostradamus Hughes over here.
Now, I got to start saying the opposite thing. All right, folks. Well, that will bring game number 3 to an end. Cornerstone will come out 1-2 on the day. Although, again, competed very well in every match. Calvary brought a really nice team to the net today. They're actually going to take the court here in just a minute to play for the championship. But Cyclones, a lot to be happy about today. Continue to build on, the past few days. I feel like they've, again, just had some really good runs. Really good serving. I think, once again, I'd say the serving today has been better. And early in the season, Sean, when we started talking about even back to the green and white game, one of the things that Dan and I agreed on was, serving has got to be there. Serve and the serve receive. And I would say, honestly, both of those seemed like they were in good order today. I think it just, honestly, a combination of just the things we've been talking about all season, a lot of just self-inflicted just mistakes, and just, a lot of net play that just didn't go our way, it seems like.
Yeah, I would agree with that, especially on the serving point. It seems like we're getting some consistency there and not giving away points, hitting it deeper into the net.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would agree our serve receive was pretty good, and I think we had a little bit of problem finishing. Getting the good setup or the finishing hit.
Yeah.
And I think those are things we can tweak. There's nothing there to panic about. But I feel pretty good about the way the girls play, and I feel like they were in a position to win every match they played, every set.
Yeah.
So, and it just didn't work out.
No, but you made a good point though about finishing, right? I think that's one thing we noticed. You mentioned a couple times about maybe we weren't in system as much as we wanted to, and I think that probably contributed to the idea of, like, if you're in system and you actually have bona fide kill attempts like we'd like to see, then you're obviously going to have a higher propensity to get points and win. It all adds up. But I think that those things tie in very well together, right? If we're not finishing both offensively and defensively, you're going to end up, making it a lot harder to win games. And so I think that's just going to be chalked up to just the team continuing to learn and to build. It's a young team, 3 seniors that are playing. And so lots to be happy with today, but again, lots to continue to build on.
Yeah, absolutely. And just the tightening up. We had a lot of things that weren't real crisp, so it resulted in a free ball or a roll shot rather than a big swing. And I think we just cleaned that up a little bit, and we'll have some success.
Yeah, that's right. Well, folks, that's going to do it for us today on the broadcast. A couple things just to keep in mind. We will be back at it broadcasting this Monday from Roanoke, Benson. The bustling megalopolis of Roanoke, Benson will be up there broadcasting a 6:30 start time for the varsity game on October 6th. Then October 9th, Calvary comes over to our house, and we'll play them at home, 7 o'clock match on October 9th. And so a couple good games, couple good matches coming up for the Cyclones. That's going to do it for us today. Sean, really appreciate you, again, being here today. It's nice to have someone to kind of talk through these games with, and it's always a pleasure to hear your commentary and hear your thoughts, man. So thanks for being on the broadcast today.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Glad to
you.
be here.
For Sean Bowles, I'm Eric Hughes. We thank you again for supporting Cornerstone Volleyball. Thanks so much for tuning in. We hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.